Sides to every story. My name is Casey. Tonight we're playing some Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition, and we are working our way through Vecna's Eve of Ruin. The party is well within Vecna's evil grasp, a small domain in the plane of Pandemonium, where Vecna has enforced his will on 3 demiplanes, the first of which a absolutely desolate astral sea, where one lonely last astral dreadnought gnaws away at the body of the second to last god. Vecna alone remains in this desolate sea as a being of worship. All else are dead. But the party found the unique item at the center of it. They've deployed one of the charges from their staff of law, rod of law, and they have reset this unreality so that it will no longer influence things. At the moment, the astral dreadnought, the massive lobster-like creature that swallowed them, is dying. In just a few moments, they will be expelled from the demi-plane dungeon pit of its stomach back into the astral sea, where they'll be able to return to the Cave of Reflections and deal with the other 2 demi-planes. But before they do that, we'll ask everybody to intro themselves and let me know if there's anything that they're doing before they return. As far as stats go, the party has now got 20 levels that they've divvied amongst themselves. So if you've ever want to see the high level play, don't get no higher than this other than boons, and they ain't earning any boons in this session. So who would like to say what they're doing and what's going on as they hang out, waiting for the vomitous eruption of this last astral dreadnought's stomach?
Did someone take the feather? The blue phoenix feather?
The blue phoenix feather was held by, I think, Telovere long enough to zap it with the staff of law and undo the binding on it. I don't know that it's been claimed beyond that.
Telovere, can I take a look at that? And Fortune extends a furry paw. That's
Telovere, the master necromancer that he is, goes, "Oh, sure, here you go," and gives it to you.
Oh, thank you. Wow, I expected some kind of remark, but do I get any feelings of power from this thing, or is it just dormant at this point?
So the blue feather is the one last bit of Habakkuk, a god of the creatures of the wild. There's maybe just that little last bitty spark before it turns into the forced decay that surrounds you.
Anyone with more religious knowledge than I, is there any way we can kind of empower this and start the Return of the Gods now while we're dealing with Vecna? Obviously, we won't do anything immediately, but I don't know how to pray to a feather.
Well,
I got you.
definitely not with that attitude.
I'm sorry.
Probably the same way you pray to any god, but
well, I've never done that before.
But I think you've lost your religion.
I can't remember who we worked for last time.
It was obviously
that, right?
Vecna.
Yeah.
Secretly, it's been Vecna the whole time.
Oh.
I think Vecna wants us to defeat him so he can go back to Kaz and die.
What an interesting way of putting things.
His secret desire.
Yeah, could be his secret desire. Can we put that in the universe here? Vecna loves Kaz.
I'll be right back.
Well, this one was from the land of Kryn, was where it was mostly worshipped, correct?
Correct.
Wow, I'm learning a lot tonight.
Yeah.
Wow, he's got a good
It's
memory.
amazing when you're awake.
every single thing that you said, I don't remember.
I think Fortune will just say a little prayer, and I'm also an animal of sorts, and we'll bring you back. Bring all you gods back. Well, most of you. Are there any gods we want to specifically try to avoid bringing back? Groomsh? No more Groomsh.
But in secret, you mean that you don't care about them because you only worship Vecna. Vecna is the only thing that matters.
That was only because we thought the gods were dead, but I've got proof now. There's
God,
an
they're still
almost
dead.
dead feather.
It's all Vecna. It's all Vecna.
That's true. All right, I'll pocket the dying feather for now and give it a little prayer, but probably, like I can give it a religion check. Just
Yeah,
to
sure.
prove.
Let's throw a religion check out there. Just see how you.
Yeah, 7's about right.
That's probably like lucky coin, shove it in your pocket kind of prayer level. Sure.
Yeah, that sounds right. Fortune, with his gray fur and his, as always, big smile. We're almost done, everyone. We're close to Vecna. We're gonna put a stop to him and return the world to normal.
Sounds good.
Is somebody using that sword we found?
We found a sword?
This is what happens when you sleep, man.
It was like really
So there's a
impressive,
roughly
medal, wasn't it?
mile-long iron sword that you used as a bridge. Are we talking about that one?
I think so.
Can I use that?
Yeah.
Yes, as a bridge.
I was talking about, wasn't it a weapon of warning or something? It's
A weapon
worth,
of
like,
warning. Weapon of warning was acquired.
Oh, it's
That's the-
super bedazzled, right?
Yeah, a
That's the one
super
I'm talking about. Yeah, it's worth
super
almost
bedazzled
what?
weapon was acquired.
like worth 190K in gold. 190,000 gold. Who has that sword?
Did we lose it?
I think we just shoved it into our inventory because it wasn't going to be.
I think it wound up in the bag of holding because
Yeah.
it was a long sword, wasn't it?
Scimitar, I believe.
Oh,
I was gonna say it was a
Yeah.
scimitar.
yeah, it was a scimitar. Is scimitar finesse?
Yeah.
Yes.
It is, but it is martial.
Oh
Yep.
no, I can't use it. Never mind.
I can use it.
All right. I'm fine giving that over to Montgomery. I thought Loktar actually picked it up to have 2 scimitars for a minute.
Yeah, he picked it up, but then decided it wasn't worth using it because it's
What do I have
redundant
now?
with his already keen senses and fast reflexes.
Oh yeah, I just have like a warhammer and that wand of the war mage.
There you go.
Sure.
Yeah, take the
Even
sword.
if you don't use the sword, it'll be nice to be more alert as a wizard.
Yeah.
So as one
Perhaps Duren should take it.
as
so he
one
stays awake.
reality collapses in
You know
among
what?
another, you guys pass off equipment. The dungeon within the beast's belly collapses, and you find yourself floating once more in the astral sea. All around you, exploding outwards, the fragments of the dead bodies of the gods scattering off into the distance. Little shark-like scavengers feasting upon it, tearing into the body of the beast, but leading away from you, the little silver cords that lead you back to the portal that'll take you back to Vecna's grasp. Who's heading there first?
I'll follow it.
Fortune's
Yeah.
going.
As we're
Sure,
heading
let's
back,
start. Duren, yeah.
Loktar, remember you have a weapon of the god.
Yes, I cherish it. That's all.
He does.
Might not
Though
be
I no
good to
longer
be
wield it.
used-
So cherished.
I hang it on my mantle.
I mean,
He
that
doesn't-
weapon is
he
a
doesn't
mantle
dare-
piece.
He doesn't dare tarnish it. That's why he just wears it on his back. Okay.
You
Which
find
way do
your-
we want to go now?
You find yourselves emerging back into the crystal chamber. The northwest and the northeast, the reflections in the obsidian stone facets. One calls out the command that Vecna holds over the peoples of the land from the lowest to the highest. All now recognize Vecna as the source of rulership. In the other direction, those few fools who remain as Vecna's foes, powerless, helpless before him.
Well, when in doubt, I suppose helping out others who may be fighting Vecna is the best choice, no?
That sounds good to me. Gods can come back. Let's
Yes,
keep
sure.
let's keep the people alive who, are fighting on our
Yeah.
side.
Heading
I'm
towards
all for
Vecna's enemies being subdued, or the leadership of Vecna among the peoples?
I think we're
Track,
heading
track the
for.
people or save people fighting him. Which
I
one's
think
gonna
save
be
the
easier? I think
People fighting
saving-
him.
yeah.
saving the people fighting him will probably be.
I think
I mean,
that's the best
doesn't
option.
matter. We're gonna do both.
Yeah, but I think that would probably a little more.
It's not good if you free everyone from his rulership, and then they're the ones losing the battle as well. So if they're winning, then we free them much easier.
Yeah,
I
Sounds
think no
good.
matter how we go about this, we'll have to deal with both problems eventually anyway. So let's just go down this path.
Some of you have learned how to read the writing on the fourth wall, and as you head down the path some 50 feet into the distance, you find yourself emerging into a brilliant but setting sun. It's huge and red on the horizon, stabbing into your eyes. In the other direction, opposite the massive sun, a ruined castle, keep, maybe the remnants of a town around it. But this is a blasted and blighted wasteland that's seen a great deal of war. To the west, the sun. To the east, the ruined castle.
where do we hear fighting coming from? The castle, I'm assuming.
Ooh, give me a perception check. Your eyes and your ears disagree as to which direction the fighting is coming from. You hear the sounds of metal scraping against stone, but you hear it from the direction of the setting sun, but you see nothing to match those sounds too.
Are my eyes playing tricks on me? Because I hear the fighting in that direction. I point towards the sun.
Mhm.
Talking
Let
to the
me
group on this.
try my
Invisible warriors,
ears.
perhaps.
Can I do a perception check towards the sun?
Sure,
Me too.
sure.
Oh,
Oh, nice. You got it.
Yes, you would definitely agree that the sound is coming from the direction of that setting sun, though there shouldn't be that sort of noise. There's not enough stone visible. It's kind of swampy, barren land, and this sounds like metal scraping over stone.
Are we in an illusion area at the moment?
Do you have a way to detect that
like-
other than belief?
How? Hang on, I think I have detect. Give me a sec, I gotta find.
Is it possible that the sound could be coming from underground or something?
Give me an investigation check.
I don't have detect magic.
Detect magic.
Loktar gains no additional information from pressing his ear to the ground.
Oh, detect magic.
Okay.
Is
I'll do
Duren
it.
casting it?
I'll
Yeah.
just- Oh, is he already? Okay.
I don't know.
Oh, I'm casting it.
Okay, yep. So with the detect magic cast, you are able to identify this area is cloaked in illusion, as well as enchantment. Charm, excuse me, charm.
I'll try to dispel. I'll cast dispel magic.
Go ahead and give me your Arcana check, or your spellcasting check.
My Arcana check's a lot better.
Your spellcasting check.
Eh,
13.
13.
Man.
Man, no dice.
What is
What does
Nan?
that-
I only
what does
I
that
only
mean?
rolled once.
Man, it stands for not a number.
Oh,
It's
I,
like
I,
it.
I
yeah.
clicked it once. I didn't double roll. What the hell?
Exactly.
Mhm. How do you roll a spell casting check? You would do a save?
No,
Or-
charisma check.
Charisma check.
I
Oh.
cast with charisma, so.
But do you
just-
get your proficiency bonus on it or no?
He would get his
Yeah, apparently you
proficiency,
do.
but it wouldn't help him in this case.
Cool, cool.
Well, should we walk towards the sun? Or did anyone else want to try something?
I wouldn't feel comfortable walking into an unknown spell.
Do we
We
want to try
don't
and
know what
dispel
we're
it?
going against. I attempted. I wasn't able to. Maybe if one of you are better at it than I am.
Unfortunately, that's not a skill that I have. I wish I did, though.
Sometimes it
No!
works. Sometimes it doesn't for me.
It's one creature, object, or magical effect.
If Montgomery, if you wish to, I can kind of give you a little buff to assist with that.
How high did you cast?
I normal cast it.
Oh, so for third level, and then you had to roll.
Yeah,
I got you.
I can give you a little bit of inspiration to help you with your dispelling.
Let's see, number of slots we get. All right. Why don't I'm gonna try it. Yeah, you're gonna give me a boost?
I'm gonna give you some bardic inspiration. Play a little music behind you as you're working on your dispel.
All right.
So
So I'm gonna cast it at 5th level.
Okay. Believe it is
Did it actually do it?
It is
No?
still
Oh.
higher than that. So go ahead and roll me a check.
And so that'd be an intelligence check, right? Let's see what
Yep.
happens. Nice.
Whoa.
Wow.
yay.
Would you would you like to spend your bardic inspiration?
I guess so. Why not?
Okay, go for it.
What was that? That's a D
D12.
D12.
D12 at this point.
Yep.
Woof.
Come on, 40.
So
30
a 20 wouldn't have even pulled us out of that.
A
Dang.
37. With that casting, you are able to see through the illusion that is inherent to this land. To get to the castle, you must walk towards the sunset. Your perceptions are being twisted in that way.
To the sun!
So you guys were right. Towards the sunset. I feel better just knowing that for sure, though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
As you start making your way towards the castle, you can tell that this is not a complete planet or system that you walk upon. You've already traversed maybe 3 to 4 miles bringing you within reasonably close distance of the ruined castle walls. And now that sun sits huge, heavy, and red just overhead, directly above the ruins of the castle. Aside from a few antechambers that still remain intact, this once impressive castle has been reduced to scorched rubble. Two hulking, bipedal creatures, covered in spikes and smeared with blood, stalk what was once the castle's bailey. You can see them digging through the ruined stone. One reaches down, pulls out a twisted, scorched corpse, and smacks it onto a spike, impaling it on its back, and then goes back to digging a bit more.
Telovere, look at all the bodies.
Oh, I know. It's quite exciting.
You guys should see a map
also
appear.
those 4 people.
Oh, those poor people.
Oh no, those poor people.
Those
Oh,
poor dead
how
people.
how terrible.
And you guys will be
But imagine-
approaching from the south. You can go ahead and arrange yourselves as you'd like to be outside the castle area. And stalking about the castle, those two hulking contraptions.
They're they're more like constructs than people or beings.
Yeah,
I'm
they
trying
are.
to get it.
They are definitely more constructs than beings. Give me a quick, let's call it a perception check at distance, just to see if it's armor versus metal all the way down.
Did you say disadvantage or?
No, just regular perception check.
Okay.
Oh yeah, metal all the way down.
Before.
Yep. You would identify these. I don't. You might have heard of these in Evernight, as cadaver collectors. The Bone Zone employs one.
Oh.
Yeah, I thought we.
Then
seen
I
one
would
of
have
these
seen
before.
one because I've been with Telovere enough times going to the Bone Zone. That came out exactly how I intended it.
Yep.
Oh, I know. Don't worry.
These things definitely happen.
No, I was laughing that I think it's hilarious that that's something I was like, do you mean we're going to the Bone Zone? And it's just stuck around.
And it's just there. So
The Bones. I will always remember Bone Zone and Barbara Lasagna.
Barbara Lasagna. The intact area is this northern bit. These walls almost entirely cast down. The town or village that once surrounded this little keep squished into the mud. It would take quite a bit of research or considerable insight to gain any information out of the little bits that are left.
So, are we connected telepathically?
I believe we should still be. I
think
can't
we
remember what
were.
I rolled last time.
So telepathically, we got cadaver collectors. Telovere, you should remember seeing these guys.
Oh yes, no, I love those fellas.
So,
So we don't
Loktar,
want to fight them?
Loktar, try not jumping on their backs.
I would not.
I mean, they're not the worst things in the world. I've never fought one, obviously. I don't know the capabilities, but I mean, I've seen them around Evernight. I think I talked to one at one point. I don't think it said much in back, but it was a great rapt audience.
Are the destroyed walls high enough to hide behind and kind of crawl past these things?
For you, yes. For the party, maybe.
Okay. I'm gonna try scooting around these things and seeing what's ahead. If you all want to try following me, you can. But otherwise, let me know if you're planning to attack them.
I
How
think
tall are
you'll
the-
hear it if we do.
Well, I'd
Is it-
like to know before you attack so I can help.
So
Is this
the
portion of the castle single story?
yes, but it's a bailey, so it is a defensible wall. I probably would say from the outside it's a good 10 foot high. From the inside, it's probably about 8 foot high. But it is quite ruined. There are many holes, many gaps. Much of it has been collapsed. The area where Fortune's token is currently standing is relatively intact, but you can see that these collectors have been digging through the rubble, looking inside the walls, trying to find the juicy bits that might remain. And Fortune, can I get a stealth check if you haven't already hit the button?
I have not.
Though I believe your button hitting is almost ridiculous at this point. So,
Yep.
oh, only a 27.
That is the minimum.
So good news is it beats their passive perception of 10. So where would you like to go?
I think he's looking to see if there's any signs of anyone still hiding out here. I'm assuming that this rubble in front of me, is it just like rubble, or is there something particular about it that would catch my eye if I started trying to climb over it?
Give me a quick investigation.
Sure thing.
Ooh.
The Nat 1 turned into a 17 from reliable talent.
That one
Do
turned
with that
into
as you wish.
17. I would say you're getting ready to look down at the scorched rubble, and then your attention is just drawn immediately to your right to where 6 statues of Vecna, as he is in his lich form, stand in lordly poses amidst the rubble. These are the only things that are not scorched, battered, or broken. They look to have been erected triumphant after the fall of the castle.
Found some Vecna statues here. I don't have any paint, but if any of you do, I've got some ideas for some redesigns.
No paint, unfortunately, only tea.
That'll have to do.
You're not using my tea to paint smiley faces on Vecna.
You can hear the puppy dog eyes through the psychic whispers.
I most certainly cannot hear you making puppy dog eyes at me as a cat.
I don't know. I think Fortune would
Uh-huh.
actually say you can hear the puppy dog eyes through the that's the sentence he said to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can hear the puppy dog eyes. Don't tell me you can't. I know you can.
I
think-
again, most certainly cannot.
Fortune,
What?
just off to your right, you can hear the cadaver collector digging its way through the rubble. It's scraping against the far side of the wall, so it'll come through someday, but at the moment has not yet.
Do any of you have a way to soften these walls?
Soften them.
Yeah, to perhaps let one of these cadaver collectors reach in and grab a Vecna statue. See if they can trigger anything off of these, because I'm not touching these statues yet. Not by myself, anyways.
I'm gonna start going. What is your fascination with these statues? And
With
I'm
these,
gonna sneak over this way.
Sure, go ahead and
they're
give me
the
a
only
stealth
things
check.
here in pristine condition.
Oh, I thought that was a 1 for a second. It looked like the one. Like, oh no.
No problem. You're able to make your way along the wall. You've got the cover of the noise of these creatures as they dig through the rubble, pick up another body, and whack it on the spikes on their back. They are not at all quiet about their work. As you draw up alongside Fortune, you get a view of the statues. You can see the rubble that's in front of you has probably been gone over at least once by the cadaverous collectors. Some of the scorched rocks have been turned over, that sort of thing. The statues are remarkably good, well made, very lifelike for an undead creature.
Okay. So
Seems like they were already in there.
these are, and they seem like a victory creation.
Yes, they've got that triumphal parade route sort of pose to them.
Listening, am I hearing any type of resistance other than our cadaver collectors trying to find a cadaver?
Ooh, go ahead and give me a perception as we apply ears to the job.
There it is.
23.
Oh,
You do hear a noise. It's no sound of combat, no struggles, anything like that. It's the clinking of chain and the dragging of not a sharp metal, a blunt object being dragged across a stone floor. It's different enough from the spiking, dragging, scratching sounds of the collectors over here to call your attention to the oddity of it.
I think we got another bigger creature walking around. It sounds like chains dragging.
Like they're chained themselves.
Is it something like they're dragging or they're hitting a wall?
You would say more dragging. Sounds more like something is chained up than it sounds like they're smacking the wall with them.
Okay.
Which way?
Perhaps a
To the
prisoner of
north and
Vecna.
east.
Northeast. It could be a prisoner. Would be a bad idea to find out. Give him a
Yep.
hand.
Do we want to go through these statues or try to find another way?
Looking around, does it look like there may be a way to go, or does it look like the doorway here is the only way to go?
So the doorway here is the only official entrance. However,
Yeah.
the wall is collapsed over on this side, and you would have been able to see that from approach. So you could also get there by clambering in through the collapsed areas.
You got a couple entrance abilities. What do you guys think?
Yeah,
Well, if we
let's
go through the back, then we all could go,
let's do that then.
right? Because that way, I doubt I could sneak past these things.
I think you might still have to get to the back either way.
Did you want to take a wide circle around and then approach from that side? Is that what I was
Yeah.
hearing?
Yeah, I don't want to have to make a stealth check. I'm not good at those. I'm
Sure,
not good at being sneaky.
I
sure.
could distract them for you, Montgomery.
Okay.
Well, all I gotta do is just walk a couple extra feet around.
Let's take the wide berth. Let's save for the fighting for when we need to.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm picking up what you're putting down, Loktar.
Because you taking hit.
So I'm hearing Montgomery's just taking a casual stroll around the
Montgomery
battlements and
just
coming up.
ran.
So he takes his
Yeah.
casual stroll around there. Duren and Loktar, what were you saying?
I mean, if we're gonna go this way, then and not have fun.
Oh, I'm sure we're about to have some fun.
So you guys take your long stroll around. Loktar's double comes up as well. Telovere, Whites, and Bone Rock.
We are all the Bone Rock. I'm not sure has come with me just because of the nature of all that has happened. But for now, the Whites and Telovere are coming this way as well. Yes.
Okay. So you all
I didn't think that we could take the bone rock in with us through the tunnels and such, so I kind of assumed that was not going to be present.
You may have him in your Oh no, we did that for the whites. We didn't do that for the bone rock.
The whites were the only ones. Telatar and the bone rock were, I assuming, not included in that.
Not included in that, correct. So what you're able to see as you've made your way around, sitting on a throne, an armored knight with red glowing eyes on a dais at the far end of a vaulted chamber.
Ooh, we're friends. Death Knight.
Can I get a quick history check from any who would like to know a little bit more?
Sure, I'm interested.
I mean, I'd
Anyone?
like to.
Yeah, I'll roll.
Like,
Oh,
I'm not gonna
I
get,
don't remember shit.
I definitely. I just remember jack shit. Just a little bit more than.
Just shit. Yeah.
Lost all some.
I got good history.
Some are too focused on the potential enemy. You're the one who takes in the whole scene, and what you recognize is that seat, that throne or position of authority, is very much like one that you've seen before. It is eerily like the seat that Kaz had made for himself in Pandesmos.
I'll relay that this looks like Kaz's seat.
So is this Kaz's castle?
Might be, or Kaz's replacement.
So with a 28, I would say yes, you are able to identify you are on Earth, the home of Kaz and Vecna long ago, and this is indeed Kaz's ancestral home or keep. There should be a town, a village, there should be much more here, but it is all gone.
Vecna wanted to erase anything of Kaz here.
Well, he's certainly done a decent job of it.
Yeah, anything from his past.
Yeah.
Vecna, I don't think Vecna wants people to know that he's just like us.
Yep.
He wants it to be he's always been a god, now that he became a god.
There might be some text here that may come in handy.
Is it possible the Death Knight is like a representation of Kaz?
Probably somebody in power, high up in Vecna's army.
If he's a representation of Kaz, it stands to reason that he's going to be on par with them.
It's gonna be a interesting
So we're fighting him, right?
brawl.
I don't believe we have much of a choice at this point.
Duren?
Duren Loktar, this is your...
Duren,
You know I'm gonna run in and roll a 1 on initiative.
What's initiative?
Do not underestimate this creature.
And why are we rolling?
I have seen this token before.
What's a token?
We've seen Death
creatures
Knights
that look
before, or facsimiles of Death Knights, but this is probably gonna be a little more if it's
little
high
different.
rank.
What we can do is we can roll our initiative, not engage, and then Duren on Duren's initiative can start things off. That way you don't have to worry about your initiative number.
What's an initiative?
Exactly. What's just rolling?
Or I just run in and surprise him.
You're too clanky to surprise a deaf bear.
A deaf bear?
A deaf bear.
A deaf bear.
I could be playing my loudest music, and I can still hear you coming a mile away.
How? I have mithril armor that lets me knock it. Doesn't give me disadvantage on stealth.
I can still hear you coming a mile away, my friend.
It's the Macarena slaps.
Exactly.
Hey,
You have a
Macarena.
dance as you go in. It's like your hoo ha ha.
Hoo-va-ha-ha.
Montgomery, you have advantage on your initiative according to Loktar.
Ooh.
Yes, I do.
Oh, are we rolling initiative?
It seemed like we
Oh,
were heading in
oh,
that direction, so I'm letting
we're
folks.
fighting?
Oh, I
Why
forgot
are
to
we
click my
fighting?
token. Sorry.
Why are we fighting?
You could do anything you want. I just figured I'd bring up the turn order.
I kind of
Hey, I
assume
think
there's
we
only
do
one
that.
way forward here, y'all, and that's kind of to kill this thing. So
I mean, I
Yep.
did not say that, but
you don't need to say
But
that.
at least
Okay.
we could at least talk to it first, right?
Do you
maybe
remember the
have some
last Death Knight
tea?
we fought?
Yeah, this is where Loktar
Yes.
died.
26 for
That's-
Loktar.
Yes.
Sorry, I forgot to
So-
click token.
yeah, no worries.
We could try talking if anyone is wanting to.
No, we're already started.
Oh, I love talking. Talking
Can
is
I
so
have-
great as I.
I'm gonna have moved closer because I would have been wanting to look at him.
I
as
would
I'm
have
getting rid
backed
of
up.
my-
I would have backed up so he could see all he wants.
Cool, then I'm gonna take your spot. Alrighty, I'll be right back.
All right, so everybody's kind of talking outside during this whole conversation.
We're mentally
Yeah,
talking.
just mentally echoing back and forth. During this conversation, you've kind of popped your heads up to check out and see what the figure standing on the dais is doing. It doesn't seem to react to you other than occasionally a little shift of the red lights that act as its eyes. Loktar, are you doing anything aggressive that I should be aware of?
Well, as soon as I saw what the creature looked like, and you described it, I imagined Loktar drawing his weapon and wanting to move toward it.
Sounds
And
good.
then Duren kind of sounds like he's egging him on. So
Yeah. Now Loktar, we do just want to make sure. Okay. That is what it looks like. Red eyes, full plate, big sword, fire and demonic energy. Not like a friendly, happy person, okay? We're good?
But does it look similar to the one that cut him down when he opened the lead box?
It does look very similar to the one who cut him down and opened the lead box. I just want to make sure
Okay.
I wasn't misconveying the threat level of what you see. And so,
No. He's learned that lesson.
With that,
Has he?
what are we doing, if anything? We'll find out if he runs into the room.
Yeah, I think he's gonna attack it.
Wow, what a shocker, y'all!
That's
Yeah,
the only
I
he
know,
lesson.
learned.
I know.
What other
He learned
what other
already.
lesson is there?
Strike first.
Attack harder.
Yeah, last
Yeah,
time he didn't
attack
attack
harder.
with all his might. This time he's learned he's gonna do better, and he's smarter now. See?
He's smarter now,
Oh,
you
he's gonna
see.
send his copy in. Okay,
Yeah.
you're
I
impressing
gotta
me.
be my strength, and he attack this thing with all his might.
Oh.
I hope this isn't disappointing anyone who wanted to talk to it.
I think we're
I
well
think-
past the point of
yeah.
talking.
Okay.
I don't know if there was a way to talk to this guy. Who knows?
Oh, that's not too great. Hopefully it hits.
A 20 will hit.
One thing
Nice.
that I forgot to bring up last time is if you look at the damage that Loktar is rolling, one of them is Thunder for 20 on the attack roll. So I don't think that one counts.
Oh, what do you mean?
So if you look at your damage, there's 13 slashing, and then the next one is 14 thunder, but then it says 20 on the attack roll damage.
To be honest with you, I have no idea how to read the damage on this thing. I like when anyone does it. I'm so confused by all the numbers. I'll just be honest.
You just look at the final and you're like, looks good to me.
Yeah.
All right, we'll go with 30.
Because-
We'll go with 30 points of damage at the moment, and
the
because
next
missed-
one does. The next
he
one
missed-
does get it.
the next one does
He
get it
missed on
because
the chance
he
to
did
l-
totally crit it.
Yeah, it was, but he missed on the chance to lop off a limb. Unfortunately, that's what the custom roll there is. For
Got it. All
Uh,
right. So we got
is it
damage done
automatic
Fire
to
off
there.
do
one
crit?
day.
Did it do crit damage automatically? I think it did, huh?
Yeah, it
It
did.
did,
Yeah, it
yeah.
did.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So that's 2 attacks, and
You
then
just did 90 damage, I think.
wow.
94
And
damage.
and here's the mistake he made last time. He did not action surge, but now lesson learned. Action surge. See?
He said,
You
we're not
learn.
going to do that one again.
Wait, don't you get your third attack from?
No, because he raged. Rage took up the bonus action.
Mhm.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, the Gloomstalker one, huh? Yeah, I forgot about that. Thank you. Yeah, you're right.
Don't,
Yeah,
don't
so
you
this
worry, I got you.
this will be the one. Thank you very much. I should know that by now. Level
Don't
20.
worry, I'll start the fight and let you take care of the whole thing.
Yeah, so then now this is beginning the action surge here. Only 18.
Luthor steps in and just
18 will
absolutely
miss.
demolishes this thing.
18
Oh,
misses.
18 misses. 27 will hit though.
So it's
all
25
right.
and
And this is the
21.
last one right here. All done. Hopefully he goes down.
29 will hit. Okay, got it. It is not dead yet. Well, it's not. It's still undead.
It's not.
Nice.
It is undead.
Loktar,
All right.
anything else?
I suppose that's good.
I mean, that is
Yep.
pretty good.
Yeah, that's good. I imagine you see Loktar, by the way, like kind of like almost shadow boxing, like he's swinging his weapon back there, and then you just see the echo mimicking his moves.
Stop hitting me, Loktar.
It all works. Telovere.
Safely carving away at Duren, who can't be hit by anything.
If I stand like right there, do I have cover in that position?
Yes.
Or are the walls? Okay. I'm going to stand right there. I'm going to cast. I think if I remember correctly, it's not great at Dex. So I'm going to cast Lightning Bolt at 4th level.
Ooh.
So it needs a Dex 19 check, please.
Dex 19 check. It is magic resistant.
That's fine.
It'll come up with a
That's
26.
Oh boy. All right. Well, it's going to take half damage on this, so at least it's still 96 damage. 25. 12.
It was a perfectly measured lightning bolt. It is at
That's
0 hit points exactly.
kidding me.
It falls dead.
Hey, Duren.
I
Too
didn't even get
slow,
to pull.
Duren.
I didn't even get to pull my sword out.
Didn't get to. That's what you get for
I put my hand on Duren's shoulder. You know, not all of us get to play with our
The one
swords.
time
What do
I
we want?
stay awake.
With that. Telovere, are you doing anything else?
I'm gonna do a little bit of this action and stuff right there behind the wall, and I'm gonna have my whites step right there, and then right there,
Sure.
just in case something decides to backstab me.
Montgomery.
We're still in turn order. That's not a good sign. Well, I thought you just killed it. What's in here?
You take a look into the room. It seems empty, other than the scorched husk of a Death Knight.
I go ahead and move forward and try and look around, I guess.
Sure. The door to your northeast is closed. You cannot see into the room, but you know there should be a square room there. The door to the southeast similarly closed.
I guess I'll go ahead and dash.
Okay.
So I'm at the door. I'll try and listen.
From within the room, you can hear the sound of chains clinking and that odd, dull metal sound.
Oh, this is where the chains are rattling from, right behind this door. I guess we should go probably in. I'll step out of the way.
You opened it.
No,
Did
I
he open
didn't.
it?
No.
Casey opened it.
No. You cannot currently see in the room. That's just the map is revealed for ease of play.
No,
Las-Dal.
the door icon changed.
That
Yeah,
wasn't me.
maybe I accidentally clicked it when I moved my character off of
Sure.
it.
Las-Dal. What do we got?
You know, I'm gonna move in, and I'm gonna dash action. I'm gonna sit on the throne.
Whoa.
Sure.
What's it like to be king?
Kind of settle yourself in. This isn't a king's throne. This is a warlord's throne. Um, give me an insight check.
At 20?
Is it really?
Hmm.
Yeah,
Wow.
that 20 for 27.
Yeah, he did. It didn't come
Yeah.
through. But yeah.
What the?
No, there
There
goes.
it
It
is.
There it goes.
just wanted the drama. As you kind of settle yourself in, you realize this is wrong. This is very wrong. You should feel in a position of power up here, yet the seat is like too short. Your knees are up too high. It's kind of got you sitting back that you would be in a little hunched position. The steps leading up to you are too long, so you kind of looked awkward as you got up here. This is a mockery of a throne.
Gotcha.
Anything else for you, Las-Dal, other than delicious treats?
This is the true treasure I get.
Oh,
I'm gonna just kind of chuckle a little bit. Yeah, he's mocking him.
fortune.
I'm gonna stand up.
I think Fortune's gonna make his way down and just open this door down here.
Sure.
The
You
chain
open the door.
rattling
It
is behind this door.
leads to a small tower. You kind of made your way into the wall works or the defenses.
And Fortune is just gonna kind of quietly watch, and that'll be it.
Sure. Duren.
Maybe Duren will open the door.
Maybe Duren will open.
Of course, you know I'm going to. I ain't scared. No chains.
Scarred.
You
I'm
open it.
opening the door.
Open
Yeah.
the door.
Oh, hey, bud. What's up?
The unmistakable form of Kaz sits hunched in the far corner of a dank stone room. Each of the vampire's limbs is shackled to a 10-foot-long adamantine chain, each of the 4 chains fastened to a large adamantine ball. Kaz's attention is focused on the tattered tapestries and ruined fixtures adorning the chamber's crumbling walls. Slung on his back is a magnificent sword, the hilt of which is emblazoned with the glowing symbol of Vecna. Kaz looks over in your direction somewhat blankly. You can see he's got the fangs and the pallor. He is a vampire. He shifts just a little bit away from the sunlight that's reflecting its way in from outside. Any immediate action, Duren?
Say, oh, you don't like that? And then I step out of the way so even more sunlight can come in the room.
He kind of
No.
gives like a and he sort of listlessly tugs on one of the chains. You can see the big ball just kind of rolls over a little bit in an awkward way as he sort of tries to get enough purchase to move his way back further away from the light.
So he's completely bound. So even though the sword's on his back, he can't do anything with it.
It looks like he could reach back and pull the sword, so there's nothing stopping him from doing so. So he's got the chains. They're long, but they're on balls that he can move around. He would be hampered
Oh, yeah.
but he could draw them close enough, then reach back.
Hmm.
Give me a.
Okay,
Oh, you know what? Give
so
me
I
a
can't just like.
give me a
Yeah, go ahead.
perception check.
Oh yeah, baby, big time.
As you were looking at it, the way he's strung up, he would probably have a very similar problem to like Link with his sword on his back, that he couldn't clear his scabbard.
Okay,
Uh,
so because part of me, since you said that the sword has the symbol of Vecna on it,
Hmm.
part of me wants to walk in and grab it with my hand of Vecna.
Hmm.
So why not? You know what? Let's do it. And I say, here, let me help you with that, bud.
He is going to attempt to resist, so go ahead and give me an athletics check, unless you've got something else that you think would be appropriate.
Damn. I rolled 2 4s in a row.
The good news is he's kind of in a bad way, so
Anticipation. Oh, baby.
you're able to reach past his shoulder, grab it, and pull the sword free. As you do, a couple of things happen. First, the sword says hi.
And I say, hey, girl, hey.
I will bring you great power, but we must slay
Yeah,
Vecna.
yeah.
You alright there, Duren?
Yeah, this is, swords and all the shit they want to say nowadays.
What did it say to you?
Yeah,
I'm curious.
it wants us to obey Vecnubs, believe it or not.
Say obey or slay Vecna?
Slay.
Oh, slay. It wants us to slay Vecna.
like,
Play.
Slay.
As you
So
hold it,
that's the sword of Kaz.
as you take hold of it, you've realized that you could cast the spells Call Lightning, Divine Word, or Finger of Death. You will add 1d10 to your initiative at the start of every combat.
So do I have the sword of Kaz?
You have the Sword of Kaz. It is a +3 weapon, which you can apply to your attacks or to your armor class.
oh no!
Can
That's funny.
Oh,
can I split it up? Or do I have to? I guess I can read it.
Sure.
Word of. I'm gonna assume I have the legacy version.
Most likely. Is there anything else you're doing immediately?
No.
All right. Things happen of which people are unaware. Loktar, what are you doing?
Duren, will you slay that man?
You guys want me to?
He's an enemy of Vecna. If we slay him, we're just
He's-
doing what's already been told
Yeah.
by history.
He's an ally.
Yeah, we should free him, right?
Kaz is
Or maybe
currently
not
trying
right.
to get his fangs closer and closer to Duren. Like he's currently held back. He's like Hank, trying to. But
And I'm just sitting there like completely oblivious, looking at this
It's-
cool new sword.
yeah, he's not having a great day at the moment.
Should we break his chains then?
Good luck.
Yeah, right.
I believe I heard the word adamantine read about 3 or 4 times in the description of it.
It does appear to be quite a difficult chain to break, as if designed that way.
The wall's probably easier to break than the chains.
Does there seem to be any way to free him other than lopping his limbs off?
I think we can. Is there a locking mechanism holding the chains onto him?
Is anyone doing anything to calm him
I'm-
down, or are you all inspecting him like?
I'm gonna. Oh,
I'm
we're still in
fine with
turn
that,
order,
but I
so-
just want to check and see, like, are you
I
you
just wasn't going to
expressing to
say
try and
anything if they
help?
were going to release this thing acting like a zombie.
I'm gonna.
trying to get at 'em.
I want to try to talk to him, but it's not my turn yet.
Okay, so Loktar, what are you up to?
If you look at his face and see if there's any glimmer of sentience or I don't know.
Sure, give me an insight check.
Do you know who you are?
Yeah, absolutely.
He's so insightful.
A 5. Do you know who you are? You just sort of like yell in from the hallway. He does take a moment. I'm Kaz, once a general of men and now reduced to this. I was betrayed. And still he's trying to like work his way out anything, but it's just kind of hopeless, helpless. Loktar, anything else?
Just for giggles, to send this thing into the room and see if it triggers anything. I don't know.
Sure. And Kivito, thanks for swinging by. I do need to say, though, probably not going to see the Vecna fight till next week. They've got a little bit more to go. But, we'll see. Depends on how quickly they deal with this. Loktar, shadow figure has entered.
I guess I don't know if that's all or what. Can't think
All
of
right.
what to do.
Telovere?
Seeing as how everyone's gone in, Telovere is gonna send his whites there and there. He's gonna move here and he's gonna open the door down here.
Sure. As you open the door down there, you can see that stagnant blood fills a basin of an old fountain at the center of the chamber. The tranquil surface reflects oddly. Within it, you don't see the walls or the ceiling. Instead, you see a glimpse of Vecna, the Archlich, conducting rituals.
Fellows, I think I found something.
What'd you find?
Kind of poking my head since I'm right there.
It's a rather tacky looking fountain with blood in it and mirror images of Vecna, it appears. Unless I've suddenly lost all my hair and facial flesh.
As Telovere is speaking, everyone hears Kaz go, blood? Duren, however, hears it in stereo as Kaz says it, as does the sword that you are now holding.
Ooh.
Telovere, any other activities?
I want to see something real quick. Oh no. What level spell is that? Oh wow. I kind of want to cast Identify, but I don't want to spend a spell slot on it, so no, I think that's all I'm going to do right now.
All right.
Start ritually casting.
Yeah, I mean, if we have enough time, I'll ritually cast it, but
Since
Montgomery.
we're still in turn order, probably.
We
not,
are still in turn order,
Yeah.
and a thing is happening, just not visible. Montgomery.
He seems interested in that fountain of blood. So, I don't know. Maybe if we can restore him, maybe he'll join us.
He's not getting the sword back.
Well, that's for you two to work out. Oh, I thought you already had a nice sword. Why aren't you
I
going to give the
do.
sword
You
back?
just
I
spent
do,
all
but-
that money. You were pissing and moaning about
You know what?
getting this sword
That's very
forever.
descriptive. Very, very hammer
Well,
on the nail.
does anybody want a cloak of protection? Because now I have a sword that gives me a +3 to AC.
Oh heck yeah! Then I could try and catch back up to you.
Yeah, go for it. You get a cloak of protection. So
Was it
I'm gonna.
plus what?
You'll get a plus. It's a no plus, but you'll get a +1 to AC and
Oh, okay,
save.
just a plus. Gotcha.
It does require attunement, just as a heads up.
Yeah.
Well, that'll be my third slot, I guess, when I get some time.
So Montgomery, any other action?
Nope.
Las-Dal.
I'm gonna go in. I'm gonna close the door behind me.
Mm-hmm. You're
As
now.
we want to help you, and I think you can help us. But first, to show good faith, I cast Modify Memory on Duren.
Oh,
What?
What?
didn't see that coming at all.
I want him to think
Me
the
either.
sword.
I'm
I want
stunned.
him to think the sword is cursed and it's just trash, and he does not want it.
Okay.
What kind of save do I need to make?
Wisdom 20.
What's the heads up, bro? I get a +16 to this.
All
I'll
right.
just cutting words it.
Yep,
Let's see it.
I'm cutting words
+5.
again.
I got it 24.
I'm cutting words
All
again.
right.
It does
24 cutting words. I think you need a what do we
I
got?
need 5.
5 or better, or 6 or better, because you got to get on there. 7.
Oh,
All right.
7.
Wow.
Look at that. Wow.
Duren,
Needle
Damn, I
card.
took off my cloak of protection too soon.
you took it off.
Yes, you did.
You look at this sword, and you are convinced that this is a trashy replica of the Sword of Kaz.
You think I make you think that Vecna put on a sword that is a replica. It's a tin piece of crap.
That is what has locked into your mind. Las-Dal, anything else?
Duren, can I have that sword? It looks like garbage.
Yeah, this is
Why
garbage.
would you use this compared to the beautiful sword you have?
It's like somebody went to like a convention and got a replica sword.
Oh.
Exactly.
And now Kaz really likes you.
Can I get a persuasion check, Las-Dal, as I see where this is heading?
With disadvantage?
No. This is for his making friends with Kaz effort.
Yeah, this is for Kaz. Hang on, I gotta mark my spell slot.
I see what you're saying though. It's because he's
But
Yeah,
do I
about his
get
sword.
advantage since I'm giving him his own blade back and showing I am turning my back on my own party?
Okay, I see where you're aiming for. Let's go for the persuasion first.
Okay.
I don't like this.
Okay,
Wow.
so Kaz accepts his sword back. He sort of sits himself down. You can see he's pulling the balls close enough to kind of, sit there with the sword kind of on his lap. It's been so long that I've been trying to draw it, and now even that I have it, what will I do? And he sort of looks around the room, and the balls are too big to fit outside the door. There's no easy way out. He's just kind of a little lost looking there. Despondent in a way that you've never seen him in his guise as Mordenkainen or the interactions you've had so far. Fortune, however, what are you up to?
Fortune is going to make his way over to Telovere. I don't know if I can squeeze around here. And just kind of chat with Telovere for a second.
I'm sorry, Duren.
Okay. As Fortune and Telovere are chatting, are they chatting about anything we should know about?
Yeah, Fortune's gonna turn to Telovere and say, Telovere, you at one point had aspirations of godhood, right?
What do you mean at one point? Of course I do.
Or still have them.
Yes, I feel like I've made that abundantly clear, Fortune.
Fortune closes the door behind him. Well, I need your help. You seem to be the expert in this then.
Oh dear.
I mean, just ask yourself, what could be better for the multiverse than to have me helping it out as a god? I'm the wisest, the most charismatic, intelligent, deft. I mean, I'm the perfect candidate for a benevolent trickster god. How can we make both of our aspirations true here?
Fortune, I hate to tell you, I don't think there's a way for us to make that sort of thing true at this current point in time. Theoretically, if it even came down to it, I'm not even sure that's possible.
We're in
I'm
the one
sure.
place it's a possibility. Literally
Does
rewriting the
Ransom keep
rules.
in the middle of nowhere?
You mean within the parts of Vecna's plan that are rewriting the laws of reality? The one thing that could write us as gods.
You see Telovere get very, very still for a second ago. Fortune, while you're not wrong, and while I do have aspirations beyond my station, you need to sit here and ask yourself, do you think you have what it takes to be the next Vecna?
Oh, I don't need to be the next Vecna.
The
There's
path
no
that
need. We don't.
you talk about would lead you down the exact same one. And I'm sure, whenever that came, there would be a group of adventurers just like us having this exact same discussion.
Have to
My
write the
advice,
rules for yourself only. You
my
can write the
advice to
rules
you,
for everyone.
Fortune, reality is immutable and unchangeable even when you change it. There is an underlying facet.
This just sounds like the talk
This
of someone who's not willing to seize an opportunity once in
this
a
is
lifetime before them.
this is the talk of someone who believes that there are many paths to power, and some of those paths are not trod upon for a reason.
All you have to do is add in just a little bit of knowledge of your godhood to the rules of the universe. You don't have to be more than that. You just have to
Right?
be it.
And what makes you think we're any more proficient in that than Vecna himself? If the time comes that such things can be discussed, we shall discuss them therein. Until then, I recommend you look elsewhere for your aspirations, until we know the full extent of what Vecna has done and its immutability.
Well, I believe we may have missed our chance anyways, but rest assured I will be looking for the opportunity here.
I would trust nothing less.
Fortune, can I get a quick insight check?
Yeah.
Red, take a point of inspiration.
Okay.
I don't know if it was intentional, but as Telovere is talking to you, he seems a little more spoil sporty, just a little more lawful than he has in the past. Well done. Duren,
Yeah,
what
I had to
might you
play
be
into
up
that
to?
because of the rod.
I don't remember what I'm up to.
The last part of it was
Neat.
just like a disappointed look on Fortune's face. Like probably the only time Telovere has seen him look like maybe that and when he sold the person in Everdeep when they were, just starting out. Those are the only two times he's ever looked disappointed at Telovere.
Oh.
You have
Duren,
no
though?
idea how much it hurt me to say that.
Any activity from Duren?
Not yet, no.
All right. Things
My ass
start
beat
to happen.
later.
So who has the cloak? I'm a little unclear. Did you let me keep it, or are you asking for it back?
When did I give away my cloak?
when you were enthralled by the sword.
But that sword was trash. I wasn't enthralled by it. Give me my cloak
Give me the
back.
cloak back. Takes his cloak back. Can I have everybody roll a DC 15 Wisdom saving throw?
Oh, I love this.
If you're near me, you get a +5.
How close is near you? 5 feet, 10 feet?
10 feet.
Oh,
So I
Yeah,
made
no,
it.
I
then.
got it.
not that I needed it.
Those who pass take 20 points of psychic damage. Those who fail
Yo.
take 41 points of psychic damage.
I
As
knew-
reality around you rings and ripples like a bell in time to a screeching impact of metal on stone. Kaz does not seem immune to this and suffers greatly before your eyes.
What in the world was that?
Is it something to do with the chains or balls that he's like attached to or whatever?
Loktar, it's your turn. The door, I think, is
Okay.
shut in front of you right now. What?
Oh, what happened?
You saw Las-Dal close the door. Oh, did Duren open the door?
I
To
don't
go
think
out or
I don't think Duren
No.
opened the door. He's just standing there
Oh.
looking disappointed in everything.
He would push it open.
Okay. You open the door,
So
you can
you-
see Duren kind of fighting with himself over his cloak. Like, I wanted to give this to Montgomery. No, I'm taking it back.
you
Kaz is
see
sitting
me
on
right
the
next to,
floor,
Kaz.
sword across his knees, and all of a sudden he's like, ah!
I looked to duck and squeeze to get through the door, and
Let's say, weren't you raging?
Well,
He didn't get any sunlight
must
through.
we
Loktar took up all the whole door.
remove this man's hands and feet, only to attach them later, or have you found a lever of some sort?
Like I said, is he in like chains that look like they can be lockpicked or
There's no sign of a seal on them at all. They are intact. They were created on him.
ooh. This is not gonna be pretty.
We can still smash the chain.
Yeah.
He just gets some cool bracelets.
It's
Gentlemen, can we have a discussion
adamantium.
about why we suddenly felt a giant psychic thing? I feel like that's slightly
We-
alarming.
Yeah.
We mustn't spend much time here. Are we taking this man with us or not? I will make it quick. Relatively
Kaz,
painless.
will you help us in this fight, or are you gonna let him attempt to rid you and everyone else that knows who he truly is?
And he sort of like looks down at himself. He's like, what can I do? I cannot move. I cannot fight. I cannot leave this place. Already my mind is assaulted.
In unison, Loktar and his double raise their blades to
Hey, hang on. Let me try
alleviate
one
this
thing.
guy of his
Let me
chains.
try one spell before you take his limbs.
Okay, so Loktar, are you holding an action to chop off his limbs if Las-Dal it's not effective?
Yeah.
Okay. Kaz is like, and he just sort of like closes his eyes, like sets them on the edge of his own blade to assist you, and like waits. But Telovere, in the meanwhile, by the pool of blood, what are you doing?
Telovere, having taken a considerable amount of psychic damage in reference to his health, is going to go, that hurt! And he's going to accidentally, quote unquote, turn and smack the basin over.
The fountain of blood?
Yeah, he's gonna try and knock it over.
Okay. Give me a strength athletics check.
Oh boy, I can't wait to roll a -1 on this, guys.
Oh yeah.
Wow, that's a whole 9.
You hurt your hand.
Ow.
Fortune, you see Telovere kind of like trip, stumble, nudge. The basin sort of rocks, but it's big enough, solid enough, and the blood inside is kind of not really going to splash and tilt. Maybe a bit goes over the ledge, but it's just Telovere being clumsy for some reason.
Loktar, come in here and turn this basin of blood over for me.
Blood? I might need that in a minute.
It looks pretty old.
Who was that?
Montgomery. Muted?
Yeah, I'm gonna
Okay.
I'm gonna cast see invisibility.
Detect invisibility.
there-
Okay.
Is there any invisible creatures around here?
No invisible
In this
creatures
room,
around
or-
here.
And I'll look in the room where Kaz is.
No invisible creatures in with Kaz.
I'm with you guys. I mean with Telovere. I'm a little concerned about what just blasted us.
I am too. That's why I'm trying to get him out of here.
Well, what's it
Again.
gonna take to get him out of there? Off those chains.
I'm gonna try teleporting with him and see if that works.
Oh. Interesting idea.
Las-Dal. Oop. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave.
First, I'm gonna kind of open the door down here just to see kind of like where this blood is. This I keep hearing about,
Sure.
and seeing how messed up he is. I'm gonna whisper into Kaz's ear. Remember this. I will be asking for a favor in the future, and I'm gonna dimension door us to the blood.
Okay. Pull up the dimension door.
Was not expecting it. 1 second, I gotta get to my 4th levels.
Whether it brings the chains with him.
It's probably gonna bring the chains with him.
You can bring along objects.
Yeah, I would say it would exceed what he can carry.
It is more than his carrying capacity, so it will fail.
Damn.
Slice.
You know what? Give me an Arcana check. We'll give it a chance. We'll give it a chance.
So Arcana.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I forgot how good you were at Arcana.
That's
You
why I asked.
you
And a natural
managed
19.
you managed to get it to work, but he will take the 4d6 force damage as you're basically teleporting him through stuff that he's not supposed to go through.
Okay, that's fair.
Ooh,
Oh,
nice roll.
ouch.
3 sixes of damage. Jesus.
So I'm taking him right into the where I see the blood. I know the distance. I'm just gonna put us both right in it.
You got it.
In the blood.
Lost-Dal and Fortune appear. This causes the basin that was already rocking to really start rocking as he's deposited within it, but that's okay. He's taken his blood bath. Fortune, this just happened in front of you.
Kaz is here. Holy shit.
What's he doing here?
He was being tortured in the other room. So
Weren't
Didn't
you
we
supposed to be
just leave
waiting
him?
in Orn? Yeah. What did he get captured on his way to Orn?
I have no idea what
thinking-
you're referring to.
Oh, is this Kaz before we knew him?
wait.
By the way, you next time you see us, assuming that you see us, just talk to us, man. Just talk to us. Portento says that with no context given whatsoever,
And he's sort of like
and then leaves.
kind of like somebody who just wanders by and offers random advice at a bar, like while you're drinking. He's like, "Ugh."
is this the real Kaz?
Give me an insight check.
Or is the guy that we were talking to the real Kaz? Before, it's a good night tonight.
Well, you are in a demiplane within Vecna's grasp. Were the dead gods the real dead gods?
Oh, we're getting philosophical now.
Do you wish to believe or not?
I'm just making sure this isn't a plant. You know what I'm saying?
This is to every indication a real Kaz.
Okay.
Fortune?
Because this was
Oh yeah,
Good.
sorry, I forgot we're on my turn.
Yeah.
Fortune's gonna make his way out and just
Mhm.
wanna go, oh god, that psychic damage really hurt too. Oh, Fortune's on like 26 health. Because I don't think we took a short rest or anything.
Not yet.
No.
I'm gonna feline agility my way over to this door here
Mhm.
and just do a little listen.
Sure.
Did you just do
You
like
hear
cool trick?
steel grinding against stone in sort of a pap, 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 pap kind of sound.
Like a lot more concentrated than it was before
Much more
when
concentrated.
they were just. By the way, I think the walls aren't going to be up much longer if those. Because we can't see above or out of these rooms, right? We can't
You
see like
cannot
over the
see
walls.
out of these rooms. This one has a ceiling in it, aside from where it's broken, where Montgomery is. Doors open, but beyond that, give me let's call this one an insight check.
We're an insightful bunch today.
That is an insightful bunch today. The sound would be wrong for it smashing against the stone walls. It's hitting something else.
I think Fortune's going to open the door and peek out
You
here.
peek open at the door, and you can see these huge mechanisms with the bodies are just pounding on the statues of Vecna.
Guys, they're destroying the statues of Vecna. Why?
we've
That's a good
set
thing, right?
something right if they're destroying Vecna's image.
Can I attack a statue here with a psychic dagger?
Sure, I think you got some
Because
left.
it's just my movement essentially at this point. Opening the door.
Psychic doesn't work on statues, so you
That's true.
a regular dagger would
regular-
do more damage.
Yep, regular magic dagger. We'll just chuck that, and we've got a couple of them.
Sure. You huck it at one of the statues.
I think I'll
Everyone,
homing
please
it.
roll me a DC 15 Wisdom saving throw.
Oh shit!
Even me, I'm not far enough away yet.
Everyone in the entire
was-
demiplane, roll me a
Oh,
DC
wow.
15 Wisdom saving
Dang.
throw.
I didn't realize it was.
I think
Lothar,
who-
you have a +5.
Those
Right,
who
so that'd be 16
succeed
total,
will
yeah.
take 3 points of psychic damage. Those who fail will take 7.
Okay, I'm not down.
I think it's time to get out of here.
That's what I'm thinking.
I think we've done what we needed to do here. Kaz, you ready to help us tear apart a lich?
I'm eager to see my foe destroyed.
Can I do any check to influence the truths of this plane? Or of this demi-plane?
So
For-
you know from your previous experience, and from what you were told, Telovere, I think Montgomery, and Las-Dal put it together, that you have to find the singular piece that these secrets are based around, that seed of lies, and then channel into it enough magical oomph to kind of do a reset. Building around that secret, you can then influence by setting the world up in a different way. But right now, what what would you change, and then what is the signature piece that you're going to try and inflict the influence on?
That is the good question. The sword seems like the piece it had, because the feather had the eye of Vecna before, and then the sword had the symbol of Vecna. So those two shared it. The sword was on Kaz's back. I don't have a good way to do this, but I want to persuade Kaz that in the time of need, it was the help of a currently unnamed trickster god who saw the downfall of Vecna.
Okay.
So that's his plan. I don't know how I'm doing that yet.
I will
I'm
say
gonna
you'll
have
need
to
to
see
save some of that for next round because that sounds like a little bit more of an action. But
Yep.
Duren will come back around to you. Kaz has vanished. Loktar looks disappointed that he can't chop off limbs. He's been waiting this whole time with his special sword. What are you up to, Duren?
I'm just gonna walk out of here in disappointment.
You stroll out of there in disappointment. You can hear the clatter of metal on stone coming from the southwest.
And I sit there on the stairs
Just hunker down on the
and I
stairs.
ponder my current position in life.
As you ponder your current position in life. Fortune, you hear patang, 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 patang as the cadaver collectors outside hammer on the statues of Vecna. With each impact, a wave sweeps over the reality. Can I get a DC 15 saving throw from everybody?
It's really bad for Fortune, I think. Huh?
Oh, sorry, nobody gets +5 anymore.
He walked away and took it
He
away.
took his aura and went home.
Oh my gosh!
Oh yeah, fortune is down.
Those who
Oh,
pass
no.
take 31. Those who fail take 63.
Wow.
How come this time was 8
We gotta get
D10
outta here.
instead of 2?
What's that?
How come this time was 8 D10 instead of 2 D10 like the
Because
last
they
time?
get
Because they have
4
3
attacks. Two of them getting 2 attacks each, or 4 attacks.
Oh my god!
Just for reference, guys, I'm down to exactly 1 hit point.
Well, Fortune's done.
So, we gotta go.
Yeah, this would be
I
a
can't
quick.
uncanny dodge this either because it's a save. No, I can't.
Correct.
Once I said the word save,
It's a wisdom save, not a dex save.
or no, uncanny dodge is only for attacks anyways. So
Yeah, it's not the not your jump around.
Kaz looks awful. Loktar, what are you doing?
How do we get out of here?
We must leave this place. My head hurts.
Yeah.
Las-Dal, have you magics?
Have you magics? Looking into it. I think I do.
I go. I
Where-
guess we
where
can
do we-
see. We can see that Fortune's down, right? So wait, where was I? Was I right here? 50.
Where?
Fortune, what are you doing? There's no sunlight for you to bask in.
Actually,
This is not the time.
Like,
This is not the time.
Dang, man. I guess
y'all need to come to me.
Oh, I'll make a good berry and cram it in his mouth.
Yeah, you probably got like 50 of
Casting
them.
the spell is an action and cramming is an action if you don't already have one.
Okay.
But I have
Okay.
to imagine there's some healing potions around.
Yeah, I have those. Yeah. I'll
Okay.
give him a greater healing. Or I mean, let me see. I think it's greater. Where is it? Yes, greater.
Glurk, 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 glurk.
Oh man, what a bad roll. Oh, well.
12 hit
12.
points to Fortune.
I'm still up. Thank you very much.
Telovere.
looking at Kaz.
Mhm.
And kind of realize, like, kind of thinking about it, like really truly thinking about it. I'm gonna look at Las-Dal and go, do you think that this Kaz is not the real Kaz? Not like you and I know him. And I don't mean this to any offense to you, but we met you back on Pandesmos.
I've never
And
been
we're
to
in
Pandesmos.
exactly my point. Las-Dal,
I know.
do you think that this Kaz is a simulacrum or something similar to it?
With my insight check and all that.
You don't think he's a simulacrum so much as he will be the real Kaz if Vecna succeeds. You are looking at
Vecna's
Vecna's
thought
will.
of him right now.
Yeah, Vecna is
Then-
50% of the way there. Once he's 100%, this will be what the real Kaz is, and the other will have been just a rumor.
Then
Oh,
do you relay this to me? Because I have a thought
Yes.
process, but it kind of
Yes.
relies on that.
I
Okay.
do.
With that said, I go, then what's the main difference between this Kaz and the Kaz that we met?
This one is a puppet.
You're close. This one has something the other Kaz doesn't. Because if this is a figmentation of Vecna's will, what is the one thing that Kaz lost after fighting Vecna? And I'm going to very pointedly look at his sword.
I would grab the sword after Montgomery's turn. After we go
I
through
think
that step there.
Kaz, I hate to tell you this, I don't think you're real. Not in the way that you think.
He looks up
I
at
think
you.
that-
He's on all fours. He's been lapping up blood, trying to keep up with the psychic damage. He's like, "What?"
I hate to tell you
He's-
this, Kaz.
I'm gonna hold my hand up. I'm holding
He's
my hand
better
up.
off.
I'm going to ignore him. I'm
Okay,
going to continue.
go ahead.
Kaz, I think you're a torture victim of Vecna. One that is designed for punishment. What other reason would you be here? Trapped in your ancestral home?
As you say that, he looks around, and you can see the eyes grow as he realizes this must be the first time he's been out of that little room that's just covered in the tapestries, and it hits him where he is. And you can see like a range of emotions go across his face, going from anger, despair, frustration, and he just gets up, he kind of pushes past you, looks out into the next room where the chair and everything is. He's like, it has to shy back away from the sun. No! Damn it! And he agrees that he is being tormented and tortured, but convincing him that he's not real, I don't know that that can be stretched. Convincing him that he has been tormented, tortured, abused, etc., of course.
Kaz, when we met you on Pandesmos, you said something that has stuck with me. You are a commander. You lead armies to battle, and sometimes those battles will be lost. And sometimes they are won not by the commander, but by the trust he places in others.
Yes.
I'm asking you to trust me, a complete stranger. Will you grant me permission to hold your sword for a time to see if I am correct? If I am correct, then we may deal a blow to Vecna's power here that we may not get a chance to soon.
And having looked outside or realized where he is, that the sun has not abated, that he is being destroyed as he speaks, he does extend the hilt of the sword towards you.
I am going to take a hold of it,
Hey, let's
and
go
I'm
kill
gonna
Vecna.
thank him. I'm gonna be like, "Thank you," and I'm gonna see if I can channel the power of the staff into the sword.
Fortune just yells counterspell really loud.
Um,
Unfortunately, the staff is not a spell. So you can feel it hit. The unreality starts to unmake and reset. The sword fades away, as does the mimicry of Kaz the Betrayer. You can hear the ringing of reality hit again as those cadaver collectors continue to trigger the trap that has netted them so many corpses in the past. But that's at a distance. That's somewhere 50 feet down the hallway as you all find yourself back in the obsidian reflected caverns. The torment of Kaz is at an end for the moment. But there are not yet heroes to take up arms against Vecna. Someone else will have to fill that role. In the crystalline walls around, you can see reflections of the people who still rally to Vecna, holding him up as the source of rule, of not law, but certainly a form of order. Find yourselves back within Vecna's grasp. We're out of turn order.
Anyone got some healing to spare?
Yeah,
oh,
do we have at least 10 minutes?
I think we all need a
No?
Sure.
little bit of
Do you want
a
to
sit
try?
down.
yeah, I
I
think
just
we
wanna
want to
check.
try.
We're all
Yeah,
hurting bad.
I'll cast a prayer of healing.
Sure.
Should we try for a full short rest and the prayer of healing, or just go for that?
That's an hour.
That would be an
Oh,
hour.
okay.
I'm bloody.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Go
let's
ahead
go
and
on
heal
to
us.
See some blood coming out of my ears from.
you see
Okay.
Telovere turn to you, and he just says, "That was easier than I expected," and just a pile of blood shoots out.
No, for Telovere, it's like little bones.
tell me
Can I
you
have-
have to stop eating bones. You're
I'll
still a
cast
person.
Can I have someone roll me 1d20 and not roll a natural 1?
Sure, I already
Monk-
did that today. So what are the choices?
I would say Montgomery because he
All right.
always comes in clutch for
No,
these.
no, don't say that.
Yeah, don't say that.
What's the worst that could happen?
Yeah, what's the
I-
worst that can
I
happen?
told you, Montgomery's always clutch.
We'll get married when I get back. Go ahead and take the benefits of a short rest.
God.
I am playing music for the Song of Rest. You get a D12 to add to your short rest.
Nice.
Okay.
Wow.
So
And what do
I'm
we get from
rolling.
prayer of healing?
Well, I won't use it then.
Okay, you can hold the prayer of healing until we see if anybody needs more healing after dice are rolled.
I'm using 10 of my hit dice for this.
Oh, remember, you got a D12 to add in.
I'm confused.
I'm using all of my hit dice for this.
On top
I
of the
forgot
D12?
with the negative constitution you're taking points off.
Because
Oh.
I take
Jesus.
How many did I
plus
use?
a D12. Yeah, sure, let's go for it. Well, that's not bad. That's 11.
Okay.
All right.
And then you know what? Just for fun, we're gonna take down 2 greater healing potions because I am in desperate dire need.
Wait, do you still need health?
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, but give me a second. Let these janky dice quit doing their thing. 16.
Yeah, I'm about 13 short
8,
here.
24. I am exactly 8 short. So
I mean, I could use a prayer of healing anyway. Is anybody else short?
I'm 13
Uh,
short, so I would take it.
I'm still
Wait,
I'm
why didn't
still
that
doing
roll
my
all those hit dice
short
that I was?
rest.
Yeah, mine only rolled 1 as well. I had to
Wait.
roll it manually.
yes, Casey, because of the negative constitution, I was
Yep.
like, I'm going to lose more health than I'm going to gain. I'm going to go ahead and use all of it.
I'm gonna roll my d12 first since I'm playing the music. Plus 8, 16.
What am I doing wrong? How do you roll all these dice?
When you
I had
click
to. I
on-
had to do. I had to do it manually. Didn't roll them all for me.
Mine did it
Okay.
automatically because I did it through there. But oh
I'll
no!
just do it. What was it?
I don't know what that is, but that looks cool.
Future Telovere, no.
Future Telovere. Almost.
No, never.
Could be.
I totally haven't been seeding reality with little hints that I actually am a god. What are you talking about? Being the only person who's done it twice now.
That's true.
You people should not have let me have power.
It's all our fault.
It's all your fault. There is now a new god of the dead. It is me.
So did anybody need prayer of healing?
Hang on, I might.
I won't use my 7th level spell slot for it, but did you just use all of your hit dice?
Heck yeah. I'm
I
hurt.
had to do the same thing.
I'm hurt.
Also, Casey, for reference, I did use Arcane Recovery to recover a 6th and a 4th level spell slot.
Got it.
So 83. Oh, plus 2 more. 85. 85. Heal. Wow. I'm still down 5 hit points. Unbelievable.
I know, right?
That's like
Okay.
sick. Wow.
Then I'm gonna do then a 5th level prayer of healing.
Wait, to heal 5 hit points, or was I missing them?
Everybody gets 24.
Nice.
That'll put me to high. I used 13 of my dice and then your prayer of healing.
Nice, nice.
I used all of mine. I had no choice.
As the healing finishes up and the party makes their way down the final hallway, they can see the faces of the populace, those who look up to those in charge. You emerge from a familiar doorway, a tavern that you visited from time to time back in Neverwinter. You're stepping into the town square where a regal figure, clad in menacing spiked armor, stands on the balcony of a castle 10 feet above the city square. 4 sets of gallows are lined up in the center square. Armored features are shrouded in black shadow. Fitted atop the figure's head is a striking golden crown, the front of which is blazoned with a glowing symbol of Vecna. Throughout the square, citizens, terrified, awestruck, respectful, gawk at the king with tearful, disbelieving eyes. Beneath the balcony, 12 armored, desiccated figures stand guard and keep the crowd from advancing any closer. The figure steps forward. Citizens of Neverwinter, I'm pleased to be able to finally reveal your king. And he throws back, and you can see the regalia of a king draped upon a rather thinner looking Lord Never Ember. Through our...
See part of this.
Go ahead.
Oh, so sorry. Fortune was just mumbling like, was the Lord Never Ember on Vecna's side the whole time?
Through our reopened communications with those of the past in Evernight, my lineage has been revealed, and the blessings of the kings of the past. However, there are some who dissent, some who would turn away, and you can see being led to the gallows some members of the Watch. The crowd sort of backs away. That's what you get for prying into other people's secrets. Really best to leave it alone. What's the party doing?
I'm looking at Telovere. That's the crown.
Yep.
Fortune's going to go invisible.
I'm gonna move closer to the gallows. It's about here. Does anybody get in my way?
Telovere and his whites are going to come forward a little bit.
As you move into the crowd, you can see that among the normal citizens are scattered a number of undead. The whites are certainly the armored guard looking, but you recognize a few citizens here and there of Evernight. Up in a position of, distinction, Montgomery, you recognize your family. Loktar, you can see some of the clergy that you had spent time with in the past. The emblems have shifted a bit, more in line with Vecna. As you draw nearer the gallows, and especially as Loktar's double steps forward,
That
go ahead.
That's a picturing him floating 30 feet up, kind of not like an intimidating type thing, but like a maybe they won't notice him up there kind of thing.
Maybe they won't notice the random flying bugbear 30 feet up in the air. I
All right,
wonder.
all right, Bo. I'm gonna give you a challenge. If you can get
Is it
through a
dark, by the way?
description
I'm
of what
picturing it dark.
if you can get through a description of what a floating, non-threatening Loktar would look like without laughing, I will grant that you can have a non-threatening Loktar balloon. I think you
Already
already
failed.
laughed. So I don't know that there is a way to make a hairy floating bugbear with weaponry non-threatening. So as you sort of start to drift up into the air in that form, the whites are definitely like longbow, arrow on the longbow.
Oh crap!
Are you continuing to drift up in that fashion?
Here
Well,
we
it's
go
up.
again.
Yeah, the way I pictured it was up first and then forward. So I suppose
I'm
it
not.
would be up and then.
There's no level of
Probably.
invisibility or translucency,
No, I
correct?
know
You
that.
just like float up and then start drifting forward. As you do that, there is just a barrage of arrows that just whumpus it. I'm not going to bother rolling because it's just there. You can hear screams as people in the crowd are struck by these arrows. Lord Never Ember standing up there just gives like a tisk, tisk, tisk. This is why you must not let the unruly dwell amongst you. It will only bring ruin to yourself.
Yeah, could I use this distraction of Loktar's shadow
Mm-hmm.
to cast the spell of my own?
Sure.
I'm going to cast telekinesis,
Okay.
and I'm targeting the crown. I have to be within 60 feet.
You can cast telekinesis. Give me the text on that one again.
I think
I'm
it might say
copying it right
not
now for
worn
you.
or carried. I'm not sure.
And Fortune is looking to do something similar.
Okay.
Isn't being worn or carried. Oh, strength saving throw. Nice.
Okay. So Lord Never Ember is going to make a strength saving throw.
Well, it's a 20 that he needs.
Oh,
So you definitely get hold of the crown and you start to pull, and you can see just the absolute slightest tilt of Never Ember's head. He does not reach up to grab the crown, and you realize
What?
it is secured. It is part of his head. It is secured to his skull. And then he makes a gesture of defiance and tilts his head and his nose up just like 2 more degrees. My head
Well, I was
shall
gonna-
not be bowed.
I was going to ask a question.
Go ahead.
Can I cutting words that?
Can
'Cause
you
it
say
is
it
a
again?
check. Can I cutting words that? Because it is a check.
Ooh, you can cutting words it.
So,
Where was that when I needed it?
Wow.
Oh.
son of a-
Does not quite pull it through. So Loktar, I know what you were doing. Las-Dal, I know what you were doing. Someone else said something, either Telovere or Fortune.
Fortune was going to dash across and try to teleport up behind Lord Neverember.
Sure, you can definitely make the attempt.
So be 5.
You
Definitely
can try.
feline. Actually, I don't even need feline agility because there, and then I got only a 20
Why you gotta
20
run up there?
for 20 feet of teleportation.
Okay.
There you
This is while invisible. I've read the text twice. I don't think my psychic teleportation breaks the invisibility because it says only on an attack or a saving throw forced.
Sounds good.
So essentially, get behind Neverember and wait for. Luckily, Las-Dal has already done what I was gonna do, so now I know that that probably won't work with -2 strength to pull that off of his head.
No problem. So
So he's
Fortune,
going to position.
you have positioned yourself behind there. The crowd at this point is, screaming and pushing each other left and right, trying to make sure that they are not, going to be caught up in this. Montgomery, Telovere, Duren.
Okay, I got a question.
Mhm.
So I see the lights, but you said that there's also people here, so like casting a fireball wouldn't be smart.
This is a crowded area. Lord Neverember is making an address, and it is best that you show up, otherwise you might be dragged here. So Fireball would definitely hit a lot of targets.
Right,
Where
but
there
I
were
don't.
targets.
Oh. Oh. Okay. Um. I am going to. I also want to get up there.
Okay.
So, but I don't have. Let's see. What? Ooh, I don't want to measure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, I can Misty Step up here. So I'm gonna go here,
Mhm.
and then Misty Step here,
Yes, you can do
and
those things.
then you know what? I also want the crown.
Okay.
I'm gonna attack him.
All right, combat time.
All right. So we'll hold the actual attack. So you're up there. You've positioned yourself. Montgomery, Telovere, any actions while the chaos is happening?
No, I'm waiting
I-
to see what unfolds.
All right. Telovere?
I am not going to do anything. Not at this time.
Okay. If I can go ahead and get initiatives, we'll be using Lord Neverember here for our baddie roll. Wolf.
Dang.
Come on, Lord Neverember. Why can't you do better?
I'll probably be right there with them. Told you. Told you I'll be right there with them.
He's like, I ain't missing a chance to kill him again.
25.
Do I at least get a attack on him before this starts?
Nope.
Why not?
Is Misty Step a bonus action?
Yeah.
It is it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Misty
Misty
Step
Step
is a
is a
bonus.
bonus
Oh.
action.
Oh, then yeah, you can have one attack.
I got two attacks to do on this dude.
Yeah. Okay, you can.
So I'm gonna attack.
I believe you.
So that's 19 damage plus I'm gonna do a 4th level smite. Is he undead?
He is not undead.
Is he a fiend?
He is not a fiend. He's Lord
Okay,
Neverember.
fuck you.
Rough.
He's just a dude.
He's just a dude.
Just a bro.
with a crown attached to his head.
Who doesn't have a crown attached to their head? You have a crown on your head.
So plus another 20 radiant. And then attack number 2. Plus another 5d8. 28. So 28, 24, 20, and 19.
Those all. Oh. He parries your second attack.
Oh.
Cha.
Okay, then I don't use the smite then.
Fair. All right,
Okay,
that'll bring
that's
us
it.
top of the turn order. Las-Dal. What you doing?
Seeing Duren is now fighting Lord Neverember, and I'm not gonna try to. I ain't gonna get that off of his head.
Not depicted
I'm
here.
gonna-
Every square has a person or two in it. Women, children, old folks.
So I'm gonna get into a position where I can see the white bowman better,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to pick up this one with telekinesis
Okay.
and yeet him at. We'll go with the guy right above him.
Okay. I forget what telekinesis yeeting is. You can move it up to 30 feet. So if you kind of yeet it up in the air, it'll then take what is that? 5d6 is coming back down, or every 10 feet. 3d6 is coming back down.
So I'm gonna pop him up to 30 feet and drop him on his buddy.
Sounds good. We'll do a dex saving throw for the one to see if he can dodge. Nope. So give me 3d6s, and they will both take.
17.
Damage is dealt.
And then yeah, I'm gonna drop down. I'm gonna get in between, and I'm ducking. I'm trying to get cover now.
Sure. You duck down and you realize that taking cover in the lower parts of a gallows is a nasty business. But fortune.
How's Lord Neverember looking after one hit?
Gaunt.
Okay. Same as
Dignified.
usual.
A little stuck up.
Okay. I'm gonna bonus action throw a dagger at his back from invisibility and behind him.
Okay.
Here.
With advantage.
Thank you.
Super advantage.
Get that sneak attack damage.
27's a solid hit.
What does that 10d6s do? 47? Okay.
That's
And
pretty
he
good.
can he give me a wisdom? Where is it? A wisdom saving throw to not be stunned for 1 minute. DC's 19.
He does not pass. He is stunned for 1 minute.
Heck yeah.
And then I would like to use my action to try and rip the crown off his head.
Oh, you're gonna take his head with him.
You can. Go for it. Give me a strength athletics check.
Just need a nat 20, that's all. What does stun do for...
He posts up a 25.
Wow, I thought when you said
Does
you needed
stun not
20, I
prevent
thought-
him from putting up a strength save?
Oh, does stun do that?
That's what I'm not sure. Incapacitated, can't speak. Wait, which stun am I looking at? Am I looking at...
Hang on here.
Automatically fails strength and dexterity saving throws.
Oh. You have control of the crown. However, it is attached to his head. So
Fair.
you basically got him in a headlock. You are leading him around by it. You've effectively got him grappled. And you did it with a 2.
Wow.
I can't believe that.
Here.
So what is happening now is Fortune is holding onto the crown with control of it and being swung around by Never Ember. Like, anytime he moves his head, Fortune is going with it, and that is where Fortune is now. So, just kind of on Never Ember. Has control of the crown. In quotes.
Sounds fair. Loktar.
Fortune, hold him still. And he'll try. He's gonna rush forward, growing as he does so. And then just start slashing wildly at Neverember's neck to try to help.
Wait, he's up though, right?
He's about 10 feet up, but I never questioned Bugbear arm length.
Honestly, yeah, that's fair.
He's got 15 feet arms.
So the platform and just...
Yeah, I try not to think about...
Kind of terrifying.
He is
Big
stunned,
arm.
so I believe advantage?
Yeah, it is an advantage, yeah.
Oh, no need for reckless. Nice.
No need for reckless unless you want
Alright.
to. 27 will hit. He can't react to it. And with stunned, incapacitated, I don't think that's the auto crit.
No,
Yeah,
I don't.
think so either.
No, paralyzed.
paralyzed
gives
is
it,
the auto
not
Right, that's the one.
incapacitated.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's the
All
one.
right,
I was
so
trying to think of it too. All right, dang it, no 20s. Come on. It is one. And of course, we got a surge. I don't know why I search for it. It doesn't really matter if I click on it, right?
All clear. It's nice for that.
Yeah.
got it. Okay,
Was that a crit? No, it wasn't. Dang it.
not a crit. You're very close to crits. You've been
And
18s and
it's,
19s. That's a crit.
There we go.
That's
Yeah. Here we go. Come on. 20, 20, 20, 20, 20, 20, 20. This would be a great time for a 20.
It would be to cut off his head. Oh, that would have been
Aw.
so perfect.
All right, so it is not due to the magic of your sword, but it is due to the combined efforts of all of your chopping. Never Ember's head does come clear of its shoulders, and Fortune now has true control of the crown and the head upon which it once rests.
Damn, within 6 seconds we killed this guy and took his head.
Loktar, anything else?
Take it, Fortune. Run. That's good.
My initiative, though.
Montgomery. From
So
up on
did
one of
I
the
hear you-
balconies, you hear, Montgomery, what are you doing? You'll ruin our family name.
Where's she at?
Up on one of the balconies overlooking the crowd.
Shoot. I guess I'm gonna. How far away is that?
She's probably 25 feet up in that direction. I would say
I
probably
meant
like
more-
above this tavern here.
So how long is it going to take me to get there?
You could be there in a round with a dash.
You know what? Instead of that, I think I'm going to cast Morgan Caden's Magnificent Mansion.
Hey,
And I'm going to have the portal appear right next to her. Run through the door.
she sort of like looks at you in a very confused way, but all right. But what are you doing? What?
I'm saving you.
What do you mean saving me? I'm gonna hear about this at the next brunch. Look at you. You look all roughed up. Where's your finery? Have you even washed that tabard? And she steps through.
Montgomery, you know that's not her, right?
What?
Telovere, as it becomes your turn. What?
Televere's gonna look at Montgomery and go, you know that's not her, right? Like, this is a complete fabrication. That's not a real wife.
It looks like her.
Very much looks like her.
Looks like her,
Kaz
talks
looked
like
like-
her, must be her.
Kaz looked like Kaz, and yet it wasn't Kaz. Just think about that next time you decide to cast spells. And what I am gonna do here is I want to make sure I get my I want to be precise with this one. Telovere is going to I so desperately want to use a high level spell, but I know I need to save them because of what we have coming up next. Telovere is just going to cast
Well, talk
Ray
us
of-
through it. What
No,
spells do you
no,
want to
it's-
use?
I was going to use Chain Lightning at 9th level and just fry all 6 of the whites on the right side, but I've decided against it. I'm just going to cast Ray of Frost at this guy here on the right side.
Sure.
So, spell attack. That is a 30 to hit.
30 definitely hits.
He's going to take 25 damage.
He is going to take 25 damage.
I know
We'll
all
be here
about
all
whites.
day.
Anything else?
Well, if someone hadn't been casting high-level spells willy-nilly to save imaginary wives, we wouldn't be having these problems now, would we, Montgomery?
Duren.
But he could bring that wife back for Beta.
I want to look at the crown.
You look at the crown. It
And
looks like the crown of Neverwinter, but it's blazoned with a symbol of Vecna.
Okay, I got the thing. Oh wait, Fortune has the thing.
And then,
That's it.
all right. Fortune,
Kills points.
as you have the hot potato. 1, 2,
Yep.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11,
shit.
12 whites. Take aim and
Touch me.
fire at Fortune.
Oh,
Disadvantage till I'm hit.
Okay. There will be a total of 24 attacks coming. We're just going to
Yep.
hit the button a lot and see how it go.
Oh God.
1, 2, 3, 4,
Okay, there's the
5,
first hit.
6, 7,
second hit.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21,
Let me
22,
start some
23,
math here.
24. Okay.
Oh, holy.
Ooh, a 20, huh?
I think you're dead.
There were oh my
I saw
word.
2 20s in there somewhere.
There
Oh,
are
was
two
there?
crits hitting. There are 2 crits hitting you, but there's 3 of them that's been rolled. If they had advantage, they would have absolutely just
Yeah.
knocked your teeth out.
All right.
Luckily,
So
they. Yeah, I'm still counting here. So far, only 2 hits. Then we get a third one.
Dang.
Then a crit. Or no, that one's not a crit. It's just the 9.
I gotta be honest. I'm a little disappointed. None of them shot at me.
You're not
Or
holding the
me.
you're not
ground.
holding the goal. They go after the guy with the football. On
Fortune,
that
wrong.
note,
Fortune, next time give it to me.
No, this is my path to godhood. I have 5 HP. I took 118 damage from my math here. I'll double check it while we go through stuff, but
nope, that seems about right. The whites are all making their way
Killed your ass.
up.
Fortune is literally covered in arrows right now.
Yeah, I can't even see fur. It's just arrows.
Just arrows. He's a hedgehog now.
Yeah.
Also, Casey, I've marked my whites purple just to make sure we don't have confusion.
Appreciated. Las-Dal, what do we got?
I'm gonna go walking back up the side of the hangman's gallows here.
Mm-hmm.
Fortune, you're gonna die. Telekinesis on the head and play keep away. Come on.
I mean, I'm below your carrying weight, right? Can't you just pull me too?
I'm pulling the head and the
Okay.
crown.
So you
I'm
pull the head
behind
and the crown.
Duren.
Fortune, are you holding on to the head and the crown?
Well, I have a 9 on the. I'm definitely holding on
Okay.
for my dear life.
So Fortune just starts like floating across towards Las-Dal, being pulled along by the head.
I'm sending him to. Actually, can I put my arm out and grab Fortune and keep the telekinesis going and send the crown to Telovere?
Yes. So I will say you can shake him off a bit since he didn't make the strength check.
That's kind of where I'm going with it.
Okay.
He rolled a 2, and the DC's 20.
Yep, you
Yep,
got it.
yep.
So the crown could end up basically here, because it's 30 feet of movement.
Let me double check.
believe-
'Cause
Yes, 30 feet in any
Yes.
direction.
Okay.
Oh wait, yes, 30 feet.
Okay, so the crown will be basically just a little bit. You came over, you dropped him off, you get to about there.
Yep.
And so the crown is kind of right now above the milling crowd and chaos.
I don't want to drop it because I don't want it kicked around by the civilians.
Sure. Fortune,
So it's up in the air.
it is up in the air. You dropped off on the set. What are you doing?
Is there anything Fortune knows of that he would have access to that would count as a 7th level spell? Or the energy of it? Because I don't think he has anything for that purpose.
Give me a history
But
check.
I also think I'm missing something.
Give me a history check.
Alright, my +1, not proficient, so I can't boost this at all.
That's all you better cutting words in if he gets this high.
Oh,
Never mind.
Okay.
He's good.
So the answer is yes, there is a
I
thing.
will use
Go ahead.
Stroke of Luck.
All right. What is stroke of
So it
luck
counts
do?
as it's a 20 minus 1. That's my capstone. Once per short rest, I can treat
Oh.
a failed ability check as a 20.
Got it. So
Well,
there
is
is
that an ability check or is that a skill check?
Difference there. History would still be a
history still ability.
It's still an ability.
Oh, is
it?
yeah.
So
Yeah,
makes
you're thinking
pretty sense.
save versus
Yeah.
check, which it doesn't help.
So-
with
Oh yeah,
save.
thank you. That's where.
there is a power that the party gathered several elements of long ago that still lies untapped. It is the power of secrets.
Oh,
We forgot about those.
could I use that for?
You have a secret worth a 7th level spell slot.
I was gonna say it's a
if-
trap.
You are holding some secrets from others that can be offered up that you acquired early on.
Oh god, let me pull up those old notes.
Don't worry too much
Oh.
about the exact details, but who was researching what, as well as some of the other earlier secrets that were discovered in your
If
adventures.
you don't remember, Duren likes to dance.
Look,
Those
that
were
one's-
already expended. Those were shared
You're like,
secrets.
that ain't no secret.
Yeah. These were secrets from others.
We got some secrets from the nobles in the catacombs in the very beginning. Remember?
Correct.
Yeah.
Azkaban.
Oh
There's the
god,
one guy. Remember the guy who was writing the steamy romance novel?
there was the one oh good god.
Yeah, there's the clip of that.
I feel so bad that I'm gonna need to take a minute
saying,
here.
yeah, I just gotta slip it in.
Slip
And
a
I
little
said,
tongue.
Did you say you gotta slip it in a little tongue? Forgot about that.
So you
That's a
could
shadow.
channel some of those secrets.
The romance
Definitely-
of a mimic.
I definitely want to. I'm trying to find which notes are before Shadowfell.
Don't worry about going back the year and a half. You guys do have the secrets you can definitely deploy.
Yeah, I think Fortune would like to deploy the secrets. One about the author's writing.
Sure. And that is
also that we're not members of Helm.
also that
We
you're
lied
not
about
members of
that.
Helm. Those are some of the secrets that we picked up early on. So
We're
yes,
finally
if
going to
you were
reveal
to
that, huh?
if you were to release those secrets, then you could certainly undo this similar magics.
I would like to undo these magics with those secrets, with the little whisper that those who pray for good fortune
Mm-hmm.
can sometimes accomplish incredible things.
Oh. So right now you're on the gallows.
Oh, I'm running and jumping
the
up to
crowd
the
is
thing
out
or
there.
throwing my psychic dagger. Actually,
Okay.
for flair, let's throw a psychic dagger to, like, as I'm getting thrown off by Las-Dal. No! Throw a dagger across the to it.
Give me a quick
to,
performance check.
Okay. I will use. Okay, that's going to be starting at a 16.
Okay, you
We're not
happy
gonna
with the
leave that
16?
there, but I'm not happy with the 16. Oh, fuck you. 17.
Calling words.
All right. So you leap out. You're heading towards it. Capture the crown in your hand. You're holding it for the
I
moment.
didn't mean to hit that.
You're able to channel the psychic energy into it, but now you're kind of dangling in an awkward way. With a little bit better of a performance, perhaps you would have been able to, get a little crowd surf action, something. But no, you're just kind of hanging there for the moment. I do need a strength check to get control of the crown back.
Okay, so I need to beat the 20.
Performance.
What's that?
I cutting words to his performance.
Oh!
It might be better if you cutting words my strength check too, anyways.
So I'm trying to keep him from.
I think we can go with the nat 1, even with reliable talent on the strength athletics check.
Yep. You do get your hands on it. You're able to channel your secret into it, but then you let go. You everybody's like, oh hey, we should catch the poor falling kitty. Las-Dal says something, they all turn to look, and you just roboof.
Look over there.
Loktar, as all this is happening, what are you up to?
Me over crown.
He probably wouldn't even look in the direction of. Unfortunately, he figures he's got it as he's facing down this mob of
Help!
undead.
Loktar, help! Fortune wishes for some good fortune.
If he hears himself yell help, he would try to catch him.
Oh,
Okay.
Fur got to stick together.
You kind of turn around, you walk over, he's just plorched there on the ground.
Just pointing, throw me at the ground!
Where's the crown now? Is that
Loktar,
possible?
do not throw him at the crown.
It's right above you.
it's like 10, 15 feet above you.
Your bugbear arms can grab it.
So if you want to
Yeah.
yeet fortune at the crown, it'd be a strength athletics.
I think grabbing the crown makes more sense if it's within arm's reach, right?
Okay.
Yeah, grab fortune with one hand, the crown with the other. I don't know.
Las-Dal, are you letting Loktar have the crown?
It's a reaction. My telekinesis is still on the crown.
Yeah, but are you? So he's reaching up to grab it. Are you? You can let him have it.
Loktar, it needs to go to Telovere.
But fortune desires it.
It needs to go to Telovere.
Why? I have the power here.
I am keeping telekinesis up.
Okay.
I am confused.
So Loktar, if you want to pull down on the crown, you need a strength athletics check. Otherwise, you're just kind of hanging on it like a jungle gym bar.
All right.
Loktar should pass.
Should. Yep.
Yeah,
Okay.
He
So
passed.
you reel it in. You have it. What are you doing with it?
I suppose he would kind of scoop it past fortune to give it to Telovere to try to please everyone.
Okay, so you
Everyone but
bundle
Fortune.
Fortune and the head together and deliver both to Telovere?
Yeah, just kind of smash it all into this direction here.
He's a people pleaser. All right. That has happened. You're pushing your way through crowds of screaming people as they're running every which way. Montgomery, meanwhile, your wife and child have stepped through the doorway and sort of like giving you confused looks there. Now what?
So none of this is real.
Is this a question to Telovere or just overall?
Yeah, to you. I'm
No,
standing-
this is. I don't believe this is real. I believe that what we are currently in is some sort of conjured demi-plane. Is the easiest way to explain it of Vecna's twisted imagination.
Well, I guess do your thing to the crown and let's get out of here.
I will do my best if Fortune stops trying to fight me on it.
This.
Telovere.
So Telovere is going to take the crown, and he's going to step back, and he's going to be like, "Sorry, Fortune, I have to do this to make sure you don't do anything else stupid." And his whites are going to take Fortune on either side and like hold him down.
Okay.
And Telovere is going to take the staff of law and take the crown. He's going to do the same thing and channel the power. Be like, Fortune, I'm really sorry about this, but we have other things to do, and I can't be bothered to deal with you. And I'm going to channel the power. Under my breath, I am going to say, I am going to plant the seeds of godhood in me.
Okay. That will need 2 actions though and 2 charges. You can do a reset or you can do it to implant an idea.
Well, you know what? I've always wanted to be risky. We'll do the plant an idea.
Okay. Boop. You have planted an idea.
I have. Cool. And then for my bonus action, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my Misty Step.
Okay.
Let's see. Teleport right to the door.
Right to the door.
Be like, I'll be back in a moment, and I'm just going to step inside here.
Sounds good. Duren, up on stage, 11 or so whites sort of gathering around. What are you up to?
I'm going to cast Sickening Radiance
Oh.
centered on myself. And I get a 30-foot sphere, so I'm gonna do this so I get all of them. And
Okay.
also Las-Dal. Sorry about that. But just on their turn, they need to make a DC 19 Constitution saving throw, or they take 20 damage and get a level of exhaustion.
Okay. Their turn comes next.
Yeah. So I need 12 Constitution saving throws, please.
What's the number I'm looking for?
19, so only one pass.
One pass. That makes my life a little bit easier.
And they take 20 radiant damage.
20 radiant damage. You're gone. You're gone. You're fine. I will be deploying that for a little bit. As I deploy that, it's going to be time to start doing attacks for the whites.
Who are they attacking now?
Well,
Probably still Fortune.
nope, because the
Telovere,
football
I
has
mean.
run away, so they're actually going to go after you, Duren.
What?
What? You're on stage, and you just hit them with a sickening radiance and gave them all 1 point of exhaustion, and none of that is helpful for them. So,
And then obviously the first time one hits me, I'm gonna cast shield.
Ooh.
Obviously.
that one got and that one got
Oh, but I think that's also concentration. So I'm gonna make a shit ton of Constitution saving throws.
Let's see what we got here.
Did I get hit with that Duren?
Yeah, but it's on your start of your turn.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 equals 18 equals go. 6, 7, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. I think those might all be misses.
No, there's at least 123, and 23 does hit me.
Even with
And
shield?
they're all using long swords.
They are all using longswords, so they've all run up on you.
Oh, okay. So yeah, now with shield, yeah, none of them hit me.
Roger Dodger.
Sorry, Las-Dal.
It-
You just gotta make it. You just gotta make the Constitution saving throw and beat
Take
a
a hit
19.
for once, jeez. Big baby.
I'm not a big baby. You shut your mouth.
Can't even take a hit.
I try.
I'm a
He's just very
paladin.
good.
I don't get hit.
Las-Dal, it is your turn, though. Con save for the bubble, and then...
You know what? I'm glad that I got you in the bubble.
I failed that one. That's a 12.
Oh. 1 point of
Big money
exhaustion to
man.
Las-Dal, but otherwise, what you
Okay.
doing?
First I gotta make a concentration check on telekinesis.
Uh-oh.
Oh, sorry.
I got advantage because I got a warcaster, so I'm good. What's my damage?
20.
20.
20. All right, so I am going to head down here. Oh, come on. I do stop. And I get that right here.
Okay.
And do I have to be touching the crown?
You've got to channel a 7th level spell or a artifact thing to it, so you could do it from a little bit of ways, as long as it's not being hidden from you actively.
Telovere, do you have it out?
Yeah, I would have it out. I wouldn't have been hiding it, assuming no one would have been coming out. I assumed we would be dealing with the whites.
Oh, Las-Dal, what are you doing?
As I went in, I closed the door.
Fortune, I'm sorry, buddy. I see that on your face. I love you. Please don't hurt me.
I'm gonna channel a 7th level spell into this
And
to
what are we gonna...
start to have the start of knowledge and music, godhood of knowledge and music.
Okay. A lot of new gods creeping up these days. As
Someone's
Las-Dal
got to
does
replace
this
the
thing.
old ones.
That's just in case the old ones don't make it back. Yeah.
Poor Ogma. Fortune. You've got 2 whites that are encouraging you to hold still right now.
I'm going to teleport 30 feet.
Whoop!
Oh god.
I think will take me right to the door.
Okay.
Open the door.
Yep.
I would like to vault over the table here
Sure.
and put my hand on the crown and say, I don't know why you are trying to hog this for yourselves when we can all help, rebuild the world after. The world needs a lot of good fortune.
Okay.
And he's gonna attempt it, looking very angrily and staring daggers at Telovere and Las-Dal.
Sounds good. Loktar, as the party disintegrates, what are you up to?
Um,
You don't need to do anything. None of this is real.
I'm already confused enough, Montgomery.
Montgomery's taking the wrong message.
I don't need help. I don't need help.
I'm gonna
Hey.
grab this one and let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna grab this one and chuck it over here.
That's what a Televere's.
Oh.
What a television! I just yeet it through the air.
Purple.
Okay.
Can't you see the purple?
Strength athletics check.
Not like to hurt it though, but to throw it over there
I don't.
and then rush with it. Washa.
No.
Give me a quick
Get out
strength
of here.
athletics.
Oh no, I got this thing. Look, check it out. Oh, whoops, wrong button. It can move people. Right, there you go.
Your sickening radiance stays up, Duren.
Yeah.
Oh, is that a? Oh, my bad. That's a permanent
Yeah,
effect. I
get
was thinking
out
that
of
was like
here.
a one-time thing. Oh, I don't want to
Get
run
out
into
of
it. Dang it.
here.
Okay.
Oh, my fault. My fault. I thought it was a one-time hit or dealie. I didn't know.
Oh,
It was
that's
a,
what I got. I was
It's
there.
concentration. No.
yeah, thing.
Amazing idea, though. I love it.
So you like pick him up. You're like, whoa. Put him back down.
Crap. How low does that go? Like to here?
Yeah, it goes right about to there.
Yeah. Stay away from me. You're in it
No,
again.
you're in it.
Is
Because
that in?
It had me. I was
Yeah,
there.
yeah,
I
it's
was
like a
looking, I was
throw.
in it.
Oh, okay. Dang it.
It's okay. It's okay. You
All right,
don't need to
it's all
help
good.
me.
All right, let's go over here and see if they need help.
I thought you were just crying for help.
Loktar
No, I
steps
said
in.
don't. I said the whole time I've said do not help me.
Loktar, you can see that Telovere, Fortune, and Las-Dal are all basically using the head with the crown on it as like a Ouija puck as they're sort of moving it around.
Loktar, get in here. You can replace your 3 gods with one actual god of the same thing. You could be a better god than them.
Hey, Robin, thanks for the
Guys
raid.
are, guys are out of control.
A little bit. Godhood is on the line here.
Godhood is on the line. Loktar, any other action once you get in there?
I fear we have all been struck with madness. I think that's good, I guess.
All right. Montgomery, over to you. The crowd is still there, though it is much sparser than it once was. Televere's 2 whites standing near to you up on the raised balcony. A mass of them surround Duren within the sickening radiance that he has cast.
And took out a whole bunch of civilians.
It's too crowded up here.
Just a few.
Not as crowded as it was, and several civilians have fallen, yes.
Also, I apologize for going off screen real quick. I think I had something fly into my eye, so I had
Oh.
to go deal with that before I tried to claw my eye out.
Don't call the eye out.
It was Fortune's Claw.
But then I would be like
Yeah.
Vecna, Casey. I would only have one eye. I could make the eye of Telovere.
Ooh.
I'm going to dash.
Okay.
So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I just got to see what's going on in here. You guys are nuts. and that's all I'll do.
Yeah. Negotiating for godhood. Telovere.
Okay. So what Televere's gonna do is go, Fortune, I'm sorry. As much fun as it would be to have you as a god, I don't think this is the way to go about it quite yet. Mostly due to the fact you're still bound to the vampire back in Barovia. And I don't think having a god at his beck and call is probably the greatest idea, since you still have an agreement with him to, deliver him things. So with all the love and affection in my heart, I'm gonna have to say no. And I'm gonna Misty Step out of there with my bonus reaction.
Okay.
And then I'm going to use the last part of the charges of the Rod of Seven Parts to break the crown.
Okay. Boo, whoop.
Aw.
As you undo this particular instance of Neverwinter, the crowd fades around you. Duren, you can see that those whites do fall.
Man, I was gonna do some cool shit.
Yep. But
During his last action here, just for
Yeah. So I want to cast Sword Burst and attack
oh.
every single one of them. They all need to make a dex saving throw.
can we just say they all fail in this case?
Duren
And
thinks
then
he's still fighting.
Go ahead and give me the damage on the sword burst.
it'd be
A
14.
Even if they
So
failed, would not kill him. The sickening
But
radiance would need to get there.
here's the kicker.
Oh.
I'm then going to quicken spell cast Thunderstep, and they would again make they'd make a con saving throw, and would take 20 damage each.
Oh, that'll do it. That will put the crowd of them down, leaving a devastated
oh,
scene behind. Now, Duren.
The 30 feet, just so you know, it's not on me.
Okay. No,
The
that
sphere
was
is
just happened to be where you
stationary,
were.
but
Yep.
yeah.
Question for you, as we start to wrap up this scene. What is your oath?
Crown.
Yeah, what does that
Oh.
entail?
Oh shit.
Oathbreaker!
Oh damn it.
Would you just read me the tenets of that particular oath
You-
again, if you would?
You just smoked the king and civilians.
You did
I didn't kill him.
there
But
there
let me
was
get
there
to
was some
it.
smoting that happened there, and thanks for the follow, folks. We're playing our Vecna Eve of Ruin campaign. They are all level
Okay.
20 at the moment, and our paladin has just done some questionable activities.
He's done questionable activities this entire time.
Yeah, but I was Oath of Vengeance before.
That is
Now he's
Law. Okay, law is paramount.
is it
Loyalty,
loyalty? You say?
Hmm.
and courage and responsibility.
Okay. I will say you have probably broken those oaths.
Damn.
If
I definitely broke law.
if this is indeed a real place. So your saving grace here is I will need a wisdom saving throw for
Oh,
you to
okay.
decide whether this is or isn't a real place. We're going to set the DC at a 20 and go for it. A 19.
I have a +5. I have a +5.
He
It
has
really
a
doesn't
plus-
include that.
DM.
Oh,
Can I have a little fun here?
Okay.
Do not cutting words me.
I am making it sound like you have killed a mass of people, so I'm trying to make it sound like this is a real world.
I would say that's a fair cutting words move.
Are you kidding? I don't want to be an oath breaker.
And yet your oath has been broken.
What the heck do you have against me? You take my sword, now you take my oath.
Never really
And-
was your sword.
And
It wasn't your
so
sword to begin with.
it was not the real sword of Kaz, as you may have noticed by the fact that it disintegrated. But we will figure out what's going on there. As the world fades around you, you find yourselves back within Vecna's grasp. This area is different now. The once obsidian walls that were reflecting back to you now have a purple crystalline hue throughout, and you're able to test the walls and find that you'll be able to pass through them, heading towards where you can see in the distance a smudge in the crystalline structures, probably Vecna working his rituals. We'll be making the approach on that next week. For the moment, we need to get a little updates to character sheets, get everything settled in, make sure we're all set up. You guys have deployed most of the short rests that are available to you, and a long rest is not going to be viable here. Is there any benefit to another attempt at a short rest? Does anyone have hit dice left to spend that they want to
I
spend?
mean, I still do, but I didn't take any damage.
I do. I took a lot of damage, but
Okay. To get that done, we just need a DC. Sorry, not DC. A D20 without rolling a 1.
the world just needs a little good fortune.
Just a little bit of
Okay.
fortune.
Whoops, I almost rolled 4 of them. See a 10, easy.
A 10, no problem. You may take the benefits of your of your short rest. Take the benefits of a short rest, and next week we will be coming back to face off against Vecna and see how things go. Thanks everyone for playing. Thanks for those who swung by. We've been 20 sides to every story. We're wrapping up our Vecna sessions next week. We got a bunch of other stuff going on. Do we have any shout outs as we wrap things up here?
Shout out to these traitorous bastards that I'm worth.
I love you,
Shout out-
Nick.
Yeah,
And,
they don't let you become a god. Now I'm a freaking oath breaker.
Shout out to Fortune. I'm sorry I had to do it in character, but as a bastion of law, Telovere couldn't get behind a trickster god. That was
If you
playing.
phrase it that way, it makes a lot more sense too.
Yeah, that was playing into the rod of law. Like I didn't have a choice on that one. I was like, the moment you said trickster god, I was like,
That's fair.
And unfortunately, it looked like you had no problem killing a bunch of people. That's why I made it sound
Because
like
I
that he
knew,
was.
because everyone was saying that the area wasn't real. That's
Yeah,
why I did it after that.
But you thought the Sword of Kos was real, so
The
At
first
the time,
that was before he gained that knowledge.
He has
Yeah,
a
but I hadn't
selective
gained-
belief
I
system.
hadn't gained that knowledge yet.
I don't know.
All right.
Selective belief that we're
So we got some fighting to
awesome.
do off stream here, where we're gonna time for
Yeah,
some
because
heated chat.
I'm not happy.
All right.
Remember,
We'll
Remember,
take
was
you
care of
have
terribly
a
that.
confused.
D12.
Thanks
I'm
everybody.
not
We'll get you
short
kicked
rest.
over to looks like Insomnia Knight is doing trust us, this goo is politically irrelevant. That seems like an interesting thing to figure out what they're talking about. Heading over. See y'all later.
A 1.
Take it easy,
Bye.
y'all.
Bye, everyone.
have fun.
Ba-da-ba.